grew.
Yeah, the feds tapping all the phones saying I'm with head tappers. Said I be with fat trappers, jack boys and bread stackers. Keep around me when I move, ain't trying to be no dead rapper. Money known to make the baddest bitch bend her legs backwards. I was sleeping on the floor and in a spot without a plan to win. Crazy how I'm counting 80,000 up in the Mandarin. I be with them risk takers, shaking dice and gambling. He was out of pocket, sent a blitz and left him scrambling. From a cocaine block, we make it snow. I turn the city to the Aspens. Ain't trying to take advice from you losers and you has-beens. Courtside at the Miami game, I chopped it up with a mile away from the garden, I used to chop it up and bag them. Let my shit off broad day the first time I attempted. All them apps make you brothers and get deeper than friendship. Play with us, we make a mess and they gon' need the forensic. Millionaire if I had $1 for every cent I repented. Top rhyming in the mic, I mix the hot sauce and the cheese in that. Told my bitch I make it rap and she ain't won't believe in that. Brody lost appeal because the judge ain't won't believe the facts. I never let you get one up on me, I gotta even that. I be where them demons at, oppas talking blasphemy. Coppers trying to capture me and shooters on my faculty. Designer drip down on my toes, that's how the fashion be. My queens between me like a king and top me on the tab. I done tried to better people's lives that was jealous of me. Envy in your heart, it ain't your fault that you could never love me. Stay away from suckers, figured out that that was better for me. We ain't squash the shit I dead you for trying to dead it. I remember seeing Brody's eyes rolling back right there in front of me. That's what I told my mother every time she found that gun on me. Told her this my realest friend when
Get me mad, get on the gram and post a Curtis Jackson. That's a 50 just in case you asking. Shit, I feel like AI when I'm ballin'. I don't need no practice. Oh, just threw it on me in the strip, then that tricked off the back end. Back to back, that truck, they looking like, what the hell, Joe Biden? Shit, they brag I reach, you fuck with us. You can't do no hiding. Try it, I was filled up with fish and slips. Come and choose your liking. Bitch, I got en route just in time, like a fucking Viking. Baby, at GLS feel like it's skies on when I'm in the wheel. Ho keep asking me about other hoes, I'm tired of this little bitch. Fresh up out the mall, rights for the fit, I ain't even post a drill. Just round me, won't smoke, they favorite rapper. Damn, they're not a wit. Nigga, I'm a diamond in the rough, you boys is baby, can't you hear my call? Even not enough. Don't wanna fall. You know I need you. I can't do it on my own.
Every day some new shit. Beefing with my bitch right now, but life still lit. Riding down the strip, $500,000 whip. 5 M's for the kid for ice like this. Everything I want to hit, I scratched them off the list. Ask about me, word around the town, I'm a pimp. Ho won't get my heart, I'm putting you down, I'm not a simp. Big OG, I'm him. Park the back the lamb and then go GLE, I'm trip. Catch a nigga and blam, dredge game, we ain't nothing like them. Only nigga you know that rap come through the rack, no tent. Hustler got them racks back, man, my pockets are stacked with lit. All blue hunters look like flapjacks, now it's a duffel in my knapsack. I don't back, go check my track record, niggas shot at us, we clap back. At 18, I was a 7-figure nigga after tax. I spent the ticket on both the bitches I wiped, and that was facts. On Twitter, don't believe the hype, I put my life on wax. I made it back in, blew that shit the same night as sex. I wake up and go get that cake, I ain't the type, relax. Me, Dank Rail, split a lick 3 ways to get a brick of crack. The Glock hit what's her name like a freight train, his brains was on the track. Don't play no games, mention my
hello. You know. Okay. Real life, real smacker. I do this shit on stream. My paws come with a beam. My hoes come with a dream. I'm with Reggie, don't smoke Reggie. I get high than Celine. What it costs, you know what I mean. For that money, I'm a fiend. For that money, I'm a fiend. I'm a goblin for the green. I got bitches on my deck. I told that bitch to join the stream. Toss the pack, yeah, that's the touchdown. Told that bitch to join the team. Me and bro, we chasing racks. I told her, bro, let's chase the dreams. Hella W's in the chat. You know my chat gon' turn me up. GG, they be in the back, and we got racked up in the front. And my bro be smoking hella weed. He told me roll it up. Okay, they say this road here hella mean. That's why I beat it up. Know that I'm from Florida, every song I speed it up, okay? No, we on our ground, what Kendrick say, it's not enough, okay? Left wrist lighting up, my right one bright as fuck. You know I turned some shit to gold, I got the Midas touch. I'm from Baltimore, you play them, they gon' heat you up, Call my favorite eater, she gon' come and eat me up, Smoking hella trees, I swear to God, this bitch is stuck, She gon' call my phone, and after that, I'm hanging up.
Yo, what up, Corrupt? It's Corrupt. What's going on, gang? How you doing? We about to get into some Diddy shit. No Diddy. Yo, we about to get deep in Diddy. No Diddy. Oh, shit. Everything I say sounds so fucking out of pocket now. Yo, what's good, y'all? This is Diddy right here in prison. First exclusive video behind bars. I don't got no sound or nothing. TMZ exclusive. The CEO's like, I'm about to get fucking paid. Fuck all that. I wonder if Diddy be on the same shit he on while he in jail.
How old were you when you went through all?
Hey, good morning, Sydney. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. How are you? How you doing? Hope all is well with you. Hope you're having a good week so far. You about to get into some Diddy shit. No Diddy. Alright. Clive Davis, the man who made... Hold on. You man, you already know what it is. And if you don't, pause the video right now. Smash out your mind. Click the video and smash that like button, man. Back with another video. Back with another banger, man. But this time, we got Clive Davis, the man who made Diddy a monster. Let's get right into this and not waste no time. Yo, what's going on, Greg Watson? Welcome to the stream, brother. Good morning, gang. How are you doing? Hope all is well with you. Good to see you. Let's go.
With the recent Diddy documentary, people have finally understood why they call him a monster. But have you ever wondered why Diddy is the way he is? What made him the menace he is known for today? His reputation might make you think he was born that way. But the truth is, monsters aren't born. They are made. Behind Diddy's disturbing behavior is the man who shaped him, industry gatekeeper Clive Davis. This evil didn't start with Diddy. It began...
So this is where it all began for Diddy. You wanted to be like Clive Davis. You wanted to be in his position and you learned from him and he taught you some things and you know, we went crazy with it because I'm pretty sure nobody talking about shit with Clive. I'm pretty sure nobody bring up Clive Davis' name. So for this channel right here, man, shout out The Truth Is.
Began long before he was even involved in the industry. these industry gatekeepers are groomed before they're given the keys.
Yup.
A tradition passed down through generations within the music industry. If you think what Diddy did was horrendous, wait until you hear about the man who shaped him.
No, his mom abused him and then started with Clive. I thought he was beating his own mom ass. I seen something in the documentary said that he would beat his own mom ass. Like, but you said his mom abused him. Damn. Let's see. We gotta see what Clive thinks.
Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing the truth weekly. In today's episode, we will be talking about Clive Davis, the devil who shaped Diddy. Let's get right into it. In July 1993, Sean Puff Daddy Combs was terminated from his A&R position at Uptown Records. This decision stemmed from escalating tensions with label executive Andre Harrell, who perceived Diddy as having an uncontrollable ego and excessive ambition.
Yep, I've seen that throughout the documentary too. He was like, man, Diddy started getting like this type of way, man. He had to let him go, and you know that shit turned him up.
Leading to a power struggle. Andre Harrell reportedly believed Diddy was attempting to take his position and acted to prevent this by firing him. This early career setback could have been career-ending for Diddy. Fortunately, upon his dismissal, Harrell permitted him to retain two artists that he had signed and was developing, Craig Mack and the Notorious B.I.G. This decision would end up saving Diddy's career and allowed him to make it to the very top of the music industry, all because of one man, the music industry legend Clive Davis, who bought into his vision. After Diddy was fired from Uptown Records, he became
Diddy's childhood friend said it in a doc that Diddy's mom would beat him. He was so soft and his mom was trying to make him like his dad. Damn.
determined to start his own label. Using the industry connections he had acquired during his time at Uptown, he found a way to arrange a meeting with legendary record executive Clive Davis, who was the founder and president of Arista Records at the time. Upon his arrival at Arista's office, Davis saw a 21-year-old Diddy as a young puppy, possessing an unparalleled vision. Clive quickly became interested in him, but wasn't sure if hip-hop was really the right market for a label that was known for artists like Whitney Houston. On top of this, at the time, hip-hop hadn't really been embraced on a mainstream level. While there had been some big-name hip-hop artists, it was still being looked at as just another passing fad. During the meeting, Diddy advocated for the increased recognition of hip-hop and urged Clive to consider an investment in the genre through his endeavors. He told Davis that he wanted to make his own hip-hop label that would take hip-hop to mainstream levels, and decided to play him some of the music his artist had recorded, playing him the song Flavor in Your Ear by Craig Mack and 3 unreleased Biggie songs. Despite all the reasons to turn the young Diddy down, Clive bought into his vision and struck a deal with him. Arista Records, through a collaboration with LaFace Records, provided Combs with an advance worth $1.5 million to fund the initial venture and granted him full creative control to launch his own label, Bad Boy Records.
Bro, that's crazy. Without Clive Davis, there's no Puff Daddy, there's no Sean Combs. You know what I'm saying? He gave him the opportunity. He turned that shit up bigger than Clive Davis ever had. It's crazy.
Under Arista's umbrella. Just like that, when Diddy likely believed it was all over, not only was he back in the game, but now he had his own record label. A record label that was destined to take over hip-hop and change it forever. This pivotal meeting was instrumental in shaping Diddy's career, yet allegations suggest a darker aspect to this encounter, transforming a positive milestone into a more sinister narrative. While Clive Davis gave Diddy the world and made him a hip-hop gatekeeper, it wasn't just because he believed in Diddy. This is the music industry we're talking about. There is always a sinister price for power and success.
It's crazy how many people knew how evil Diddy was, but the hood, no snitch policy is what allowed him to get away with it for so long. Yeah, that's true. A lot of people, you know, that no snitches, snitches get stitches thing was really a thing, you know what I'm saying? And things could happen to you. Like, look what he did with Kid Cudi car. He blew Kid Cudi shit up, you know what I'm saying? Like, that power that he had was very hard for people to go against, especially back then, if you didn't have those resources and shit. Now, so much video and proof and evidence and shit that goes around that, it's hard for people to escape these things that they were escaping in the early 90s. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what Diddy allegedly paid to make it to the top, and it changed him forever. For years now in the industry, there have been rumors about what really took place during this famous meeting between Diddy and Clive Davis. According to what the industry has said behind the scenes, there was way more than just music being shown to Clive Davis that day.
What?
The real reason Diddy walked out of Arista's office with a record deal was that he did a little something extra for Clive.
Huh? He did a little change for a little piece of change. And it wasn't just a little piece of change, it changed his life. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. There's only evidence now because people snitch. Yeah, that no snitch policy went away, bro. You know what I mean? Probably about 10 years ago, that no snitch policy thing went right out the window, for real, for real. And it's sad because it came out on him when he felt like, you know, he was old enough to be out of the game. He felt like nobody was going to probably ever worry about this shit again. And the fact that it did happen just like that is like, damn, Diddy. He did do that shit this whole entire time. Shit's wild, man. Shit is wild.
Claims alleging Diddy got on his knees and tested Clive's mic. It was even claimed that Diddy was in a full-on relationship with Davis.
What
Allegations
the fuck?
that were essentially validated when Davis revealed he was bi in his own memoir. Clive admitted he had secretly been in relationships with men in the industry for years.
So Diddy was just popping that asshole around just to get that fucking spot. He like, I want to be the gatekeeper of hip-hop. I want to be the main guy. Like, I'm going to jump in everybody's videos and all that. You know what I'm saying? Tekashi 6ix9ine changed the world with his public snitching. Yeah, I agree.
Years.
But then it's like, people at the same time tried to play him for that same shit. But then everybody started doing it. Like, even down to Young Thug.
But in the 1970s,
Gunna,
he hooked
Young
up with a
Thug.
man for the first time,
All
and
them
it provided
motherfuckers
him
is
welcome
snitches.
relief. He also writes that he secretly dated a man from the 1990s to around 2004, which just so happens to be around the same time he began working with Diddy, suggesting Puff Daddy was that lover. This
What?
to many confirmed the secret that everyone knew in the industry. Diddy was allegedly Clive's lover, and that's how he managed to make it to the top of the music industry. One person who alleged this publicly was no other than Suge Knight. Now, I know Suge Knight is not the most reliable, unbiased source when it comes to Diddy, but
Double
he
tap that
claims
screen,
another
y'all.
industry executive, Jimmy
you
Iovine,
on the wide
told him
screen,
directly that
smash
Diddy
that
and
like button.
Clive were actually lovers. Considering that Jimmy Iovine never denied the allegations, you can see why people think it's true. Suge Knight also claimed that in the industry, this activity was a hazing tradition for industry gatekeepers, claiming that it was passed down from generation to generation, with Davis allegedly doing it to Diddy, who went on to do it to others like Usher and Lil Rod.
I walked in Jimmy's office. I didn't have to knock on the door or get somebody let Jimmy know Mr. Knight there. Walk right in. He do the same. Anyway, when he walked in my office, we was having a conversation. He overheard somebody say something he probably shouldn't have heard. He wanted to holler at me. So I said, homies, give me a minute. Jimmy said, man, I'm here because Clyde Davis called me, and him and Puppy's real tight, and, he loved it. So I thought he was talking like they got love for each other.
Like much love type shit. But no, this was more than that. This was fucking booty hole lovers. Like, ew, bro. This man, I mean, Diddy must have been the one that was giving that ass up a lot often, bro. And like to get to where he needed to. And then when he finally got there, he's like, man, I'm taking everybody fucking butt. I don't give a fuck. And y'all can fuck my bitch. Like, I don't give a fuck. Do what y'all want. I don't care. I'm a disgusting human being. Like, golly. I feel like it's only snitching if you're telling to get yourself out of trouble. It's not snitching to do the right thing and put some of these criminals in jail. Facts. I agree with that, Greg. No lie.
All right. He said, yeah, they are lovers. I said, well, why you keep saying that? I said, look, all these, you saying they lovers like they're sucking? He said, I don't want to say that, but that's what it means, right? I said, okay. He said, Clyde don't want nothing to happen to Puck. He said, but this guy ain't going to be able to do his business because we know what he did. What they did.
Is Diddy at a level of being untouchable where he's protected, or is Diddy a target that they'll eventually put all the blame on him and make sure they get away with it free?
Wow. Yo, that could be true too. They could be putting this shit all on Diddy so that it don't fall on them. Yeah. They probably told them like, yo, go raid that fucking houses, do all this shit you gotta do. Like, I mean, they probably put the narrative out there on the internet too. Oh shit, this came from PBD interview. Yeah, I can hear his voice in it.
I mean, he's definitely going to be the black motherfucker holding the bag. Because you gotta realize one thing. That boy life is dangerous. His life is in, and he just not dangerous with the shit they said he's doing, but he's in danger. He knows too much. One thing you gotta realize is he probably having a conversation right now with the higher ups and everybody else to figure out how it's gonna work itself out, because he know all the secrets.
Damn, yeah, he know all the secrets. He definitely not gonna want that shit out. That's crazy. Oh shit, it's only snitching if you're involved in street activities. If you're a civilian, technically you can't snitch. It's corrupt. That's real shit. That is real shit. I ain't even think about that. Diddy like it in the ass. He must love person then. LOL. But we just looked at a video. He looked like he was enjoying it. It didn't look like he was upset. He was growing a lot of grades and shit. But I'm pretty sure he is enjoying that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
And if he gets to run his mouth, it could be a bad look.
You know some of the big names. I'm just curious if you have any names. You don't seem like somebody.
Well, for number one was Clyde Davis.
Oh my God.
If what Suge Knight is saying is true, it would not only confirm
Number
the
one,
allegations
Clyde
about
Davis.
Diddy and Clive, but it would also explain where Diddy learned a lot of what he does. Diddy started using his power to make people compromise themselves because allegedly, Clive did it to him first. Diddy isn't the first monster in the industry. He's just one of the few they chose to throw on the sword and blame everything on. Instead of acknowledging that the industry as a whole has this problem, they pin it all on Diddy, making it seem like he was the sole person behind all of it. But the truth of the matter is, Clive Davis was worse than Diddy and showed.
Damn, he said Clive Davis was worse than Diddy, but we'll never know that because they all pinned that shit on Diddy himself. If a civilian gets in trouble, then snitching on a street activity to get themselves out of trouble is still snitching. Basically, if you tell, regardless, it's still snitching. Like, if you involved in that shit, then yeah, if you're in trouble with the situation of them people, then yeah, you definitely is the problem, and you are snitching because you shouldn't have had yourself involved in that. So that is kind of true. But if you snitching on some shit where it's like, you seen somebody break into somebody's crib or whatever, that's not snitching, bro. You know what I'm saying? You never know what could happen. Knew from the minute Tupac and Biggie were murdered, he did it. Only made sense. Yeah, it was jealousy, envy. You know? Biggie didn't really want to even go to LA, man. He forced him to go there because he's like, bro, this shit is gonna pay off. This shit is gonna da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? And then, I don't know, man. It sounds very sticky. And if I'm humble weed dealer and I tell a murderer to do the right thing, it's not snitching.
Showed them more than just how to make people
Tupac
compromise
was the man,
themselves for an
for
opportunity.
real. And
The more
Biggie.
I looked into Clive Davis,
Even though Biggie used to have a lot of that gay shit in his music too. Like, she's so fucking bad, I'll suck your daddy dick or some weird shit like that.
the more I noticed similarities between him and Diddy. A lot of things Diddy became known for seems to have come directly from his mentor Clive. Just like Diddy, Clive was known for his predatory business practices, robbing most of his artists blind. He was also known for using illegal substances to convince people to bend to his will, stealing money from his own record label, and being allegedly connected to drug trafficking, with the worst of all of the allegations being accused of masterminding the demise of many of his own artists. Today, let's examine these allegations made against Clive.
Unforgivable sins. I understand what you're trying to say, but saying Tupac was a total package was a little freaky. If they know about enough street activity to snitch the way out, then they are not living a civilian lifestyle. That's facts.
So we can see the obvious similarities between him and Diddy. Let's start with one of the biggest scandals of his career, the Drugola scandal. In 1973, Clive Davis was abruptly fired as president of the CBS Record Group amidst a wide-ranging
Why?
federal investigation into payola and drugola, providing drug to artists and DJs for industry favors or radio play. Immediately following his dismissal, CBS Records filed a civil lawsuit against Davis, alleging $94,000 in expense account violations over his 6-year tenure. These alleged violations included using $54,000 of company funds for redecorating his own Manhattan apartment, another $20,000 for a bar mitzvah for his own son at the Plaza Hotel, with another $13,000 for a summer house rental in Beverly Hills. Davis's firing began with the investigation into David Winshaw, Columbia's vice president of artist relations. Winshaw's investigation began in February 1973 when federal authorities in Newark, New Jersey busted a drug ring that included reputed mafia figure Pasquale Pasti Falcone. Winshaw's name and papers were found amongst Falcone's effects, leading investigators to focus on activities at Columbia Records.
All I wanted was a zero minimum manufacturer, and then I found Tap Stitch.
This shit is getting real.
19 individuals and 6 corporations were charged with criminal offenses, including income tax evasion, perjury, mail fraud, interstate transportation of stolen property, interstate travel to commit bribery, and the making of illegal payments to radio station personnel. That is...
Okay, unforgivable son. I'm starting to think you're a female. I thought you was a guy. He was handsome and talented. Okay.
Payola to get records played. 3 record company presidents were indicted, including Clive Davis.
Yeah, you ain't gonna lie. Biggie was one ugly motherfucker. Yo, Biggie was ugly as shit and fat. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't trying to fat shame, but yeah, man, he was ugly as shit.
Former president of CBS Records. Davis was charged with filing false income tax returns over a 3-year period. David Winshaw, another former top executive at CBS Records, was charged along with Pat Falcone, an alleged mafia figure, with defrauding CBS of more than $75,000 by setting up phony companies to be paid by CBS. Record industry officials said today they did not feel that the indictments reflected typical behavior in the business. They said the majority of their personnel were honest.
But he was talented, Biggie was. Yeah, he was.
Winshaw cooperated with federal prosecutors after his dismissal from CBS in May 1973. He reportedly detailed how Columbia Records had a practice of setting aside funds, at least $250,000, for promotional purposes, which included gifts of drugs, referred to as drugola, and cash to radio DJs, particularly at black-oriented stations, to ensure their records received airplay. Winshaw was also linked to efforts to obtain protection for CBS recording stars from Anthony Fat Tony Salerno, another reputed mafia boss, through his connections with the Falcones. Winshaw allegedly, on orders of Clive Davis, had engaged in fraudulent invoicing and forging documents, arranging kickbacks on personal projects, some of which were directly connected to Davis's personal expenses, such as the bar mitzvah and the home renovations. Winshaw facilitated the fraudulent paperwork that allowed Davis to misuse corporate funds. Winshaw was known in the industry for acquiring entertainment, including drugs and escorts, for record executives and artists to secure industry favors and airplay, with Winshaw being directly accused of doing this with Clive. Industry insiders quoted anonymously in the New York Times and Rolling Stones described an unnamed high-level executive widely believed.
Said Trump just posted ICE at all airports. Thank you, President Trump. Oh, shit. That's what's up, Vince. This was like recently. He just said that. Larry, what's going on? David sold us out for real, for real. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Now when I'm going back to this, it's starting to make sense. It definitely was the sellout. He probably was the one that put this shit all on Diddy. Like, fuck it, like, we need somebody to fall back on, put it on him.
He believed to be Winshaw as the house pimp, or Dr. Feelgood, who acquired 6 broads or 8 bags for artists and executives. Winshaw was known as the one, the go-to guy if you needed anything, and the guy who made things happen. Clive was close with Winshaw and allegedly used his services to further his own career. A Rolling Stone article from 1973 makes the claim that Davis was not only linked to a drug trafficking operation through Winshaw, but was also the one authorizing the payola and drugola. Essentially, Winshaw was setting up what we now know as freak-off parties for Clive and other executives, providing them with substances and women, and even booking hotels for these parties. He would also provide DJs with money or drugs so they can play their music on the radio. He would then bill all of these expenses to the record label.
Wow. This shit started from time. You wouldn't even have believed it, but this shit's always been like this.
as if they were all regular business expenses. This seems to be where Diddy got the blueprint to do what he would go on to do. Just like Diddy, Clive was connected to criminal activities and also had a person who would organize his wild parties with escorts. Just like Diddy, he used substances to get what he wanted from people in the industry. This is where Diddy learned this behavior, and this is who taught him. Clive was also who taught Diddy how to rob his artists blind. Over the years, Clive Davis has been accused by many artists of robbing them blind. Some of these artists that called them out was the group TLC. In October 1989, TLC signed a deal with Clive's label Arista Records. Davis formed a partnership with R&B producer L.A. Reid and Babyface in 1989 to create LaFace Records, which would house TLC. Just a few short years later, TLC would publicly go to war with their label, accusing them of locking them into predatory record contracts. TLC, being led by Lisa Left Eye Lopez, first publicly called out Clive Davis in the mid-1990s after their multi-platinum album Crazy Sexy Cool was released. The conflict arose because despite the album generating approximately $75 million for their record company, the members reported only receiving about $50,000 each, forcing the group to file for bankruptcy while having a top-selling album.
Damn, only 50. That's only 150,000 each. What the fuck? Clive was out here robbing motherfuckers from time then. That shit crazy. Eyewitness testimony goes a long way in court. I can live on the street and have tons of street activities that I watch but not participate in. That's true. That's facts. That is facts. You could be a homeless person. You could be a crackhead. You could see street activity and still not be participating in it. Yo, Bean, what's going on? You copped on this joint as Deshaun J. What, you about to change over your life? God damn. Thought you would have came on as OBM, keep it fucking buck. And he came on this joint as Deshaun J. Yo, what's going on, bro? How you been? Hope all is well with you. Hope you having a good holiday time, you know what I'm saying? Shit, crazy. 50K a piece
each, forcing the group to file for bankruptcy while having a top-selling album.
Is everything going like you want? Is everything going like we want, the track of our career?
No.
I can say this. Everything's not going the way we so-called quote-unquote would want it to be or how it should be. But regardless, we're not going to let anybody hold us down. This proves it, and we've done good regardless to all the problems. We'll be going on tour.
Your manager's like saying they're going to keep dirty looks.
That's okay. We're straight. We're going to talk.
Go ahead.
and they can't do anything about eyewitness without proof of a crime. Damn. Y'all both going at it in the fucking jail. Yeah, y'all both got good points. I ain't even gonna lie. I watched the Netflix docuseries. Diddy paid someone to mirror 100 and recall offhand and they were performing opening acts. Yeah, I seen that too. I watched it. Your manager's like sitting in here with dirty looks.
You said your career is not exactly what you would have wanted it to be, but this proves it. What's not on?
Step on up.
I'll tell it. We're not going to sugarcoat anything anymore. We've been quiet long enough. Can I get an amen?
Amen!
All right.
Amen, girl.
All right. Well, I'll put it to you this way. We are the biggest selling female group ever. 10 million.
Look at Lisa Left Eye. She batted in a motherfucker, like, without even trying. Resting bitch face and all. Like, damn.
Million albums worldwide. We have worked very hard. We have been in this business for 5 years. And we are broke as broke can be. And we're not like trying to be a sad story. If that was the case, we would have been on everybody's talk show talking about how broke we are. We haven't done that. I know it's hard to believe because we've sold so many albums, but it is possible.
Like Lisa Left Eye seen the fucking future and shit. Was probably like, damn, we should never did this shit.
That's the deal here. So, and we're not happy at all. But for real, tonight, this is all we wanted. We wanted to win a Grammy, at least one, and we won two. And that proves that we are the jam.
This happened because Arista had tricked them into signing an extremely bad record deal.
Damn.
The record contract was written to make sure the group received an initial royalty rate of just 7% per album sold. which was significantly lower than the industry standard for new artists, typically 11% to 15%. Frustrated by the realization they had been duped, the group confronted Davis, who was the president of Arista Records at the time, to demand the money they felt they were owed. After their demands and questions were ignored, eventually members of TLC showed up to Clive's office and confronted him. They reportedly interrupt a private one-on-one meeting Diddy was having with Clive and physically guarded the doors, demanded their money, and confiscated all of their own platinum plaques and awards from the walls.
Wow.
As you can see, Timo is a very...
They was not playing around with that man. They're like, yo, you're not about to have all this money. And
Davis, we held them hostage like guns, the whole shebang. Yeah, it was like that.
Because, wait a minute. I want to make sure we understand.
Yes.
Guns?
Yes, guns.
With bullets.
Monique,
with
like,
bullets.
what?
Come on, give me the story,
I'm going to tell
baby.
you because TLC had generated on Crazy Sexy Cool $75 million and they gave us $50,000 a piece. So I was like, what the hell? So, of course, Lisa was the ringleader.
Like, we need to go get our money. I need to know where my MF and money's at.
So, you know, she was locked up in the diversion center for burning down the house. And she was just like, okay, we gonna get LaFace and them girls I was locked up with, we gonna drive up there, we gonna take the guns. And then we had this limo driver.
Wait, she just got out of jail?
Yes.
Okay.
And we had the limo driver. And he was the getaway car. So we went up there and held everybody hostage, and Puffy was the one that snitched us out. Yo, B, yo, your girl's up here mad bug.
See, that's an eyewitness, somebody snitching. That's snitching right there. Diddy right there, automatic snitch. Automatically, like, I mean, he ain't have to be dealing with them or nothing. He just snitched on them because he felt like, yo, if I get up on them right now and be the one that's coming at, they gonna have no choice.
Hostage, and Puffy was the one that snitched us out. Yo, B, yo, your girl's up here mad bugging, yo. And I was like, oh, Puff, why you gonna snitch us out, dog? But he called it, yeah, because we kicked him out of the meeting.
Well, wait a minute. Puffy, mind your damn business. Okay, go ahead, son.
Oh, my God. But it was rude. We interrupted Puffy's meeting, you know, and he was having a meeting, and Puff was like, I'm sorry, but we really got to handle this, dog. We need to know where this money at. You know, because we were getting sick and sweating, and, you know, we was, like, really working hard for this money, and we wanted to know who the hell had our check.
In order to get them out of the office, Clive ended up giving the girls another advance. But this did not fix their contractual issues. Angie Stone also called out Clive Davis, accusing him of shady industry tactics.
Damn. Angie Stone, R.I.P.
Claiming her contract obligations on the label side were purposely ignored in order to put the spotlight on another artist, Kelly Clarkson. The artist Sly Stone had similar allegations as well, accusing Clive Davis of ruining his career and robbing him of his potential for success by freezing his royalties to force him to deliver new album tapes in the early 1970s. The list goes on with many artists like Prince, Aerosmith, and even Kelly Clarkson calling out Clive Davis for destroying or robbing their career. Now we know who taught Diddy how to rob all his talent. It was techniques taught to him by Clive Davis. But the worst thing Clive Davis seems to have taught Diddy is what to do with artists that become a problem. Now, these are only allegations and speculations, as there isn't enough undeniable evidence that Clive was behind any of it. But in my opinion, I believe these allegations are likely true. Many people believe that Clive has been behind the death of a few artists who created problems for him, like we saw with TLC. Strange enough, after Lisa from TLC led a war against Clive and his record label, she died in a freak accident while in Honduras. On April 25, 2002,
R.I.P. Lisa Lopez. Bad as shit, girl.
Lisa rented an SUV in which she ended up dying in. She swerved to avoid an oncoming vehicle and rolled over several times after hitting two trees. Lopez was the only person fatally injured in the crash and died instantly from severe head.
Wasn't she out there with Dr. Sebi too? Am I mistaken, y'all? I don't want to interrupt y'all conversation about fucking eyewitness testimonies and shit.
Neck injuries. Till this day, many people believe this tragedy wasn't at all an accident, believing it was Clive Davis who got rid of Lisa for trying to expose him just a few years back. While we might not have concrete proof that Clive was behind this, the online speculation is not hard to believe, as the music industry is known for their shady tactics. Like I said earlier, Clive was connected to the literal mob. A man with that much power could make problems go away, just like Lisa went away. Another person Clive is accused of getting rid of was no other than his biggest artist, Whitney Houston. On February 11, 2012, legendary singer Whitney Houston was found unresponsive.
Man, yeah, Diddy got all his tactics from Clive, bruh. Diddy got all his tactics from Clive Davis. Hold on, let me check the stream. Sometimes that shit'll be say
in her hotel bathroom. She had sadly drowned, passing away at the age of 48, leaving her family and fans devastated. At first, the cause of her passing wasn't revealed.
only at 38?
Leaving her family and fans devastated. She had sadly drowned, passing away at the age of 48, leaving her family and fans devastated. At first, the cause of her passing wasn't revealed, but eventually it was confirmed.
Almighty Vez, what's up with the subscription? Welcome to the motherfucking channel. I don't know why it didn't pop up. I don't know what's wrong with that shit. Mini Me popped up. That was yesterday's. My shit is fucked. Almighty Vaz with the subscription. Appreciate you for subscribing, man. Welcome to the motherfucking channel.
Confirmed to be accidental, caused by her substance abuse. Fans were left with so many questions regarding this mysterious passing. Even more questions rose when the whole story of the incident was reported. According to many reports, days before the incident, Whitney was acting unlike herself and seemed rather.
Now I just want to keep popping up now, over and over again. Like, what's up? All right, we get it. We get it. We get it. Almighty Vaz, thank you for the subscription.
Off. And on February 9th, she crashed an interview with Brandy and Clive Davis, who were at
Hello, I got a good back to work. Hello, but appreciate the conversation watching. Nah, that was definitely a great conversation. I had a good conversation in there. I ain't gonna lie. Alright, pause, bro. I'm about to pause the queue at this point. Maybe keep subbing and subscribing to mess with you. Probably. I just muted that shit, though.
were at the Hiltons at Beverly Hills in preparation for Clive's pre-Grammy party he was known for hosting. A video of this instance is still floating online to this day, showing a moment that many people still question to this very day. When Whitney walked up to Brandy, whispered something to her, and handed her something. Still to this day, people wonder what was that about. At the time, Whitney just so happened to be staying at the same hotel where this interview was taking place, and it's where she was found dead just 2 days later. Ever since she passed away, rumors
at the same place that he got interviewed? What the fuck?
Have been circulating online claiming that Whitney was set up by her own label, with Clive Davis allegedly being behind it all. It was alleged that Clive and Whitney weren't on great terms before she passed. Whitney was allegedly dealing with a serious substance problem, which led to her slowly decaying in front of the world. She was slowly destroying her legacy, which in all honesty belonged to Clive Davis as he owned her rights. People believe Clive had Whitney removed from the picture as she was destroying everything she had built. He might have realized she was more profitable dead than alive. There are some stories that claim Whitney didn't accidentally drown but was made to. And according to a private investigator who looked into this situation, that's exactly what happened. This PI claims there's evidence suggesting Whitney was taken out. He believes that several drug dealers went to Whitney's room before she died, as they were sent by their boss to collect money from Whitney. Investigator Paul Hubel claims that he has proof Whitney was killed and has even turned it into the FBI.
Wow.
Paul claimed he was told by his sources at the hotel that footage existed depicting two men entering Whitney's room at around 2:45.
Nah, this is not the Epstein documentary. This is just Clive Davis, how he turned Diddy into a monster. So it's kind of the backstory on Clive Davis.
p.m. on the day she died. He believes they were the ones who put Whitney in the bath.
I lost 50.
This fucking crazy, man. He the one that put Whitney in a bed.
He claims that the evidence for the alleged struggle lied in the coroner's report. The coroner, for instance, noted that a large area of skin on Houston's lower back was burnt off, so-called skin slippage by the hot bath water. The water was so hot that 6 hours after she died, it was still 93 degrees. He claimed that even if she was on substances, she wouldn't willingly get into a bath that hot. He believes she obviously had help. Paul also claimed that Houston had injuries on her forearms and hands that are consistent with her having a pretty nasty struggle and with classic defense wounds. This PI, who was a former police officer, believes Whitney was taken out, and I agree with him. Now, considering that Clive Davis was previously connected to the mob and drug traffickers, I believe it wouldn't be far-fetched if those dealers this PI is talking about were sent by Clive Davis to get rid of her. Considering what Clive Davis did after Whitney died, it all seems even more believable. It has been largely reported by many people that Clive Davis allegedly gave orders to keep Whitney's body inside of the room so that he could proceed to do his pre-Grammy party. With it being reported that
pre-Grammy party? Yeah, this is he learned from the worst.
Clive Davis hosted,
you know how they say you learn from the best? Diddy, you learn from the worst.
The pre-Grammy party and was partying downstairs in the same hotel that Whitney's body was laying in. Instead of ending the party and showing that he actually cared about Whitney's death, he continued the party and had a blast celebrating with the entire music industry. That is not the actions of someone who is grieving the loss of someone close to them. Instead, it shows us a man who was celebrating what he likely wanted. Isn't it quite interesting that Clive was accused of giving substances to his artists? Then, one of his biggest artists just so happens to develop a horrible addiction problem. While there isn't 100% proof Clive was behind her death, I wouldn't be surprised if he was. Just like
all assumptions. I mean, none of this is us saying it's true.
Diddy was likely behind Kim Porter's death, and it hasn't been proven yet either. As you can see, Clive Davis was the monster who made Diddy. He was the one who showed them the industry ways. But even calling Clive Davis the start of the problem would be wrong, as Clive was just doing what he was taught, and that person that taught Clive was only doing what they were taught by someone higher up. The point is, this isn't just actions of a few. It is how the music industry as a whole operates. This is the system the elite behind the industry created. A system that takes advantage of the artists in every way in order to exploit them. While taking down Diddy and exposing him is great, it is just a start. We must keep that same energy for all the rest of the monsters in the industry. Trust me, there's a lot of them out there. All of them deserve to be exposed. Well, I'm gonna end this one here. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys.
That was fire right there, man. Shout out to The Truth Is. His link is in the chat. Make sure you guys go over there and show him some love on his channel. Let him know you guys came from here, man. Let's go. Moving on. Now we got to get into some more Diddy shit.
Bro.
Hold on. Let me see if I got an image. Jank real quick. Okay. Yo, man, you already know what it is. And if you don't, pause the video right now. Smash out your mind and come video and smash that like button, man. Back with another video, man. Back with another boop, 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 banger, man. But this time, we got the Diddy story. Netflix refused to let 50 Cent tell. So this is some of the stuff that they left out of the documentary. I don't know how true it is, but we about to get into it and check out and see what they even got to say. I'm going to cover it up here and there because I know a lot of this is coming from the Netflix documentary. So I'm not trying to get clapped. No Diddy.
Netflix didn't just cap Curtis Jackson's documentary at 4 episodes, they allegedly cut entire sections that were considered too explosive to air.
Everything couldn't make it was 4 episodes.
Right.
So it was a lot, you had to pick and choose things.
And one of the most controversial claims never made it on screen involves something the internet has been whispering about for years.
Not just the music industry, it's all industry. Yeah, like the whole entire Hollywood, all of that. The actors, comedians, all that shit, bruh. Football, basketball, they all got their own like little like cult following type shit that they all gotta follow. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
years. Alleged underground tunnels connected to Diddy's properties. Now, according to 50 Cent, Netflix forced him to remove material he believed was critical to understanding the full scope of allegations.
I started watching last night but fell asleep. Oh, watching the documentary? Yeah, it was pretty good. I liked it. If that's what you're talking about.
Surrounding Diddy. Now, one of the most controversial rumors circulating online involves alleged underground tunnels connected to properties linked directly to Sean Combs. Now, these claims have continued to resurface in online forums, conspiracy threads, and speculative discussions. High-profile mansions, historical precedents, internet pattern recognition. The lack of transparency fuels speculation. When important information is withheld, speculation fills the vacuum. And when Netflix decides it's too dangerous to air, that's where the real story starts. This may not be about protecting anyone, it may be about protecting Netflix. Now, 50 said Netflix capped the Diddy documentary at 4 episodes. That decision forced him to cut a major allegation that was originally exposed during production. Now, one of the removed storylines also allegedly involved a claim connected to Tupac's fiance, and an implication that Netflix clearly did not want to touch. Now, here's the key detail people are missing. 50 Cent didn't say the allegations were false. He didn't say it was debunked. He said Netflix wouldn't let it air. Now, that distinction does.
Hold on. So y'all could see Tupac's ex, that Diddy's baby mama. Oh shit. That's another reason why I think he said that he didn't like him either. No, this video you're reacting to, I watched the Diddy doc Sunday. I fell asleep watching your video you're reacting to now. Oh shit.
Clearly did not
so you did see this video.
Want to touch. Now, here's the key detail people are missing. 50 Cent didn't say the allegations were false. He didn't say it was debunked. He said Netflix wouldn't let it air. Now, that distinction does matter.
Everything couldn't make the. It was 4 episodes.
Right.
So it was a lot. You had to pick and choose things. Like even in an area where he chooses to date people who he knows previously dated someone. He has a baby by a woman that was dating Tupac.
Wow.
To add to it, but we had to cut it down so he couldn't.
For time.
Because platforms don't edit content based on truth, they edit content based on liability. Now, let's talk about why Netflix would slam the brakes here. Because this wasn't a creative choice, this was a legal survival instinct. Think about what that allegation touches. A deceased hip-hop.
It's like Netflix was trying to protect themselves at this point. Like they didn't care. It wasn't about protecting him. It was about protecting Netflix.
Icon, a woman tied to that legacy, a living billionaire with ongoing lawsuits, claims that cannot be cross-examined by all the parties that are involved. That's a legal minefield. Now, Netflix doesn't care how a viral claim is if it opens them up to a defamation exposure, estate litigation, reputational damage, or advertiser backlash. Now, this isn't censorship, this is risk management. Now, Netflix didn't say this isn't true. Netflix said
leaked Diddy party video hosted by Kevin Hart. See? And that's probably how Kevin Hart got big in the comedian world so fast and blew up. Like, he was funny at first, but then it was like he started losing me as he started growing as a comedian. You know what I'm saying? It was like, this ain't the same fucking Kevin Hart I remember, like, you know what I'm saying? But it all happens all the time with people growing and shit sometimes, too. Looks like there's a bot. What language is that? I don't even fucking know, gang. You want to take care of it if you want. I don't see it in mine. Unless it's in the, long form. I mean, yeah. Fuck is he even saying?
Said, we're not carrying this. And those are two very different statements. Now, here's where things get interesting. Netflix didn't just cut one story, they capped the entire documentary.
Like, yo, it's crazy back then. People never thought about it. Like, yo, this little ass 14, 15-year-old kid was really out there with Diddy. Like,
4 episodes for the first installment, period. Now that means story arcs were compressed, context was trimmed, deeper threads were removed. When
Diddy in prison. Look, smiling. Niggas asked earlier, like, yo, he probably loving it in there. Bro, he smiling cheek to fucking cheek. Yo, we had 25 people in here. Yo, smash that like button on the screen. Yo, y'all just lurking and shit. Smash that like button, man.
Platforms cap length is usually for 1 or 2 reasons: viewer fatigue or narrative risk. And let's be real, this wasn't about no fatigue.
Yeah, I'm double streaming. We just had like fucking 40 people in here. It dropped. I'm like, yo, like up, y'all, come on.
Now Diddy's situation has endless.
You can make serious.
Fuck. I need YouTube Premium back, man. Real shit.
This was about controlling how much exposure the platform itself absorbs. Netflix didn't want the story to expand, they wanted it contained. Now some people think this protects Diddy.
So I'm in both chats now after I saw the bot. Yo, good looking. Appreciate that, man. Listen, y'all, all y'all in here, double tap that screen. Let's go. 30 of y'all in here.
That's the wrong idea. Because when people limit content around one individual, it signals volatility. If nothing mattered, nothing would need to be removed. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Netflix is willing to air damaging material. They just won't air uncontainable material. Now the fact that something crossed that lines tells us this story has layers.
Yo, that Diddy dance funny as shit. Yo, that Diddy dance.
The public has not seen and may never see on a corporate platform. Let's talk about 50 for a second. This wasn't frustration, this was signaling. 50 didn't go on social media yelling. He calmly said, Netflix made us cut it. That's a message to his audience. He's saying, there's more here, but I can't be the one to say it. And if you know 50 Cent, you know one thing, he doesn't tease nothing. When he drops breadcrumbs, it's intentional. Netflix is not protecting Diddy, they're protecting themselves. Corporations don't shield individuals.
Diddy parties probably used to get wow. Look at French Montana in the back. Like, the way they looked at the girls was just like, man, they just like fucking energy. I'm an energy harvest these females, and even these freaking gay dudes right here. Like, they was really in there poking they fucking buttholes, bro. What the fuck? Yo, we got 41 people in the fucking chat. Can y'all like up the stream? If y'all not going to chat, double tap the screen. Let's go.
They shield balance sheets. And once the story becomes legally complex, emotionally radioactive, culturally explosive, and impossible to verify cleanly, it stops being content and starts being corporate exposure.
Diddy a sick boy. Yeah, man. This shit is crazy, bro. Look at this. You don't trust that man in a not a red sweater, but you don't trust the man in a red suit? You know what I'm saying? Freak bull. Like, his whole agenda was just how far can I take people's career until I'm able to tell them I'm not giving you shit, and then get rid of you like you ain't shit. This shit's sad. 50 should just drop it on YouTube. He already made money from Netflix. Just release what Netflix cut out on YouTube. That would be smart. That would be dope of him. I wouldn't even put it past it. I think he would really do it too. I think he would actually do it.
That's why Netflix will air accusations.
He's a parasite. For real, bro. And it's like, it's sad because he could give you what you want if you give him what he want. You know what I mean? Like, imagine now that you hear that. Yo, I can give you whatever you want. I can make you the biggest rapper in the world. You just got to give me something whenever I want it. And I want you to go take my old lady down too and then give me some.
Accusations, but not allegations that destabilize multiple legacies at once. Now here's the part that nobody wants to say out loud. The most dangerous stories aren't the ones you hear, they're the ones platforms quietly remove.
Yep.
Because once something is cut at that level, it doesn't disappear, it just moves underground.
In his ear.
And if this allegation never resurfaces outside a streaming platform, Netflix won't be the one controlling the narrative anymore. And when control shifts away from the institutions, that's when situations stop being documentaries.
Damn, because there's so much he left out. Now that I'm starting to think about it, we wouldn't even probably had known nothing about this shit at all. That's wild but true. He did that shit. Literally, he did some shit. He did some nasty shit, man. Like, literally. And it's crazy to know there's so much stuff that we just not going to hear about unless he does put it out on YouTube. But like you said, he's petty enough, and I think he would do it. No lie, if Diddy paid me to smash Cassie, I would do it. Cassie's bad as fuck. We'll better stay in the chair in the corner like a good boy. Yo, what the fuck? But that's the thing. After he done with her and you just see him come in there like, yeah, leave all that right there, bruh. We're going to take care of the rest of that. You can go now. You got her warm and ready for me. He collected the gist, bro. Like, what the fuck? Put that shit in the freezer, put it on as cream. We don't know what them freak ass motherfuckers do with that shit, man. Like, just imagine what else they do with that shit. Like, you leave and they just got that shit in the fridge, and then you just one day ask them, like, why do you guys, like, take it? It's like, yeah, it's good for her skin, and yeah, you know, y'all, I like it. I put it on, too. It's like good lotion, bro. Why do you think I stay so young and youthful? Are you fucking kidding me, Diddy? Have you been telling me this whole fucking time? You've been putting jizz on your fucking face to make yourself look young? I'm done. Nah, that's disgusting, bro.
And start becoming
Shatterfield, what's going on? How you been, gang? What's good? How you? Hope you having a good holiday season.
disasters. Now 50 ain't just talking, he's strategic. Now 50 says footage exists, that means
Yeah, the Diddy documentary was wild, bro. But this is like all the stuff that they ain't even telling us about yet, man. What's going on, man? He said good day. What's goody? What's cracking, gang?
it
What's your name? Keefin? What's going on, Keefin? I'm doing good, Scatterfield. I'm doing real good, man. But this Diddy shit is like very disgusting.
exists. And you already know
Having tunnels to your house too, bro. Crazy.
he don't be bluffing.
Del Grady, subscribe. Appreciate you subscribing to the channel, gang. Much love. Real shit. Hope to see y'all around, bro. We got a couple more days. We going live every single day up until Christmas.
He's letting everybody know I got more and I'm not scared to use it. We're hearing claims about hidden footage, underground spaces,
Oh my god.
secret movements, and all that. But I will tell you this, when powerful people stay silent, then rumors get louder. That's just how the internet works now. So when something gets edited out, people already assume the worst. Now this just ain't about Diddy.
Articles and particles, welcome to the stream. Say what's up though? I'm new to the channel. Welcome to this channel, man. Welcome to the stream. You know what I'm saying? We going live every fucking day up till Christmas. Appreciate you popping in. That is a dope name, Articles and Particles. I like that, man. Smash that like button on y'all way in, and if y'all on the way out, please do, man. Helps us get into the algorithm to help find more people like you guys, you know, like-minded people that think differently. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the stream.
This is about who controls the narrative. Netflix controls what makes it to your screen.
Yep.
And 50 Cent, he controls what goes viral. And right now, those two don't seem like they're on the same page.
I was always team Death Row during the 90s. I never liked Puffy one bit. Always weird. He always messed up Shine with the gun charge. Yeah, I remember I heard about that. What's crazy was I wasn't even around, bro. I was a fucking baby in my mama belly. Like, I ain't even know none of this stuff. So when I'm watching it and I'm getting into it, I don't ever come with like, yo, like, oh, I fuck with Biggie more, or I fuck with Tupac more. It's like I don't really have really of a say so. I listen to him now as I got older, and I was like, damn, this is the music that my parents was always listening to, and I always just overlooked it because I was just like, I like what I like, you know? So it was different. Just like and subscribe. Appreciate it. Articles and particles. Good looking, gang. Much love.
Now, we think this story is done because the documentary aired. You're absolutely wrong.
He said, I'm in both. Haha. I was in the other chat until I saw a bot in the chat, so now I'm on both. I was a big fan. I was a big Shine fan. And then all that shit happened.
I told you guys before, Netflix is threatening to drop a whole nother documentary after Diddy tried to put a lawsuit on him. Now the loud part is over, but the quiet part, that's where the real damage usually.
Yo, Josh Atkins in the motherfucking building. What's going on, gang? How you doing, Brody? Thank you for being a part of the Chill Fam Mafia memberships, man. It's only like $1.39, man. You guys want to join and be a part of the membership? Got exclusive videos, lives that I don't have released on my for the public. You guys can check that out. Shout out to Josh Atkins. What's going on, gang? My parents always listened to 90s country. LL, I never really listened to rap as a kid, but once I became a teen, I got my own taste in music. I dug into some of the rap. That's how you do it, bruh. That's how you do it. That's how you get used to that shit. You know what I'm saying? You get used to a different genre of music because what your parents try to do, sometimes you don't want to listen to what they listen to. So I fell in that category of not wanting to listen to what my parents grew up listening to in the 90s because all I assumed was that's old rap music. I don't like that. I want to hear what they look other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But then there was points and times where the music was so good that it was just like, damn, this is a great song. You know what I mean? So I was catching up on a lot of it, man. We got 50 people in the fucking chat, 50 in the fucking live. Can y'all like the stream, please, man? How y'all doing? Hope everybody having a good morning. Lunch break for some of you fellas.
Usually happens. And trust me, 50 didn't say all that for nothing. Now after Epstein, people don't trust clean explanations.
Now here I'm into country rap. High, mixture of both. Yeah, I'm in the middle of both for real, because I never even knew there was a such thing as country rap. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like with Suge, you know what you get, who he is. But Puffy was a weird cat from day one, a snake. Damn, yeah, man. It was all about him. It was all about what can I do to put myself in the limelight. I didn't really care about all the artists I was trying to put on. It was all about how I can get in front of them. I'll derail their career, and it's like what people call it is they switch course of life. He took Biggie's course of life from him. You know what I'm saying?
Silence creates theories.
Outkast and DMX were my first taste of rap music as a teen. Damn.
Edits create suspicion. And the internet always fills in the blanks.
I'm hungry as shit now.
Now this is where it flips. Netflix thought cutting content would actually calm things down, but it actually did the opposite. The worst stuff never actually aired. Now let me tell you what this is really about. It's not the tunnels. It's not even Diddy. It's President.
Lonnie B show.
Because if one documentary opens a door way too wide, then guess what? Everybody starts asking questions. And platforms hate that. 50 ain't tied to Netflix. He ain't tied to PR teams. And he possibly don't need industry protection. That's what makes him a dangerous man. He can leak without caring who it actually upsets. Now you don't tease footage unless you actually plan to strap up and use it. Pause. You don't.
I was gonna say, Diddy, for rap, but he got it. He called a pause on that, man. We got 63 people in the live, man. Can y'all double tap the screen? Can we at least get at least 20 likes? God damn. Y'all just in here lurking in the bushes and shit, freaked out with some baby oil, Johnson & Johnson. Y'all not slick. If y'all don't like the stream, y'all sitting up there with baby oil in y'all motherfucking hands and y'all rubbing it on y'all chest right now, thinking about Diddy in jail right now. Freak ass young boy. 67 people in here right now. Double tap the screen. Can we at least get to 20 likes? I know y'all in there playing with baby oil right now. All y'all keyboards is wet and soaked.
You don't hint unless you want pressure. And you don't poke Netflix unless you're ready for a war. Now y'all, something is definitely coming. Might not be very loud, but it's definitely coming. Now we've seen this before. Stories don't die, they get delayed. They move from screens to courtrooms, from podcasts to paperworks. That's where the real damage happens. So here's the question y'all gotta ask yourself.
Mess around, begging for likes with your broke ass. It's free. What the fuck? What the fuck is free? The likes is free. Nigga said begging for likes with your broke ass. Bro. Bro, can you just like the fucking stream? The fuck?
Yourselves. If
You act like every like I get, I'm getting paid for or some shit. That shit help me get into the algorithm. Your analytics are off. I only see 5 people in here and 4 are in the other chat. No, that's probably what you see on your end, bud. That's how that be sometimes. Like on your end, you probably can't see my numbers. You probably can't see my numbers on your end. They just not chatting, bro. Refresh your thing. That's why you see them coming in here now, cause I see 52 in here. That's why I'm saying it happens though. So when you're in my mod, but it's still cool. What's good though? What's up with y'all? On this one, I see 45 viewers, 16 likes. Exactly, they doing me dirty, gang. Saucy China Love, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, Meta Step. What's up, gang? Welcome to the stream, Meta. How you been, gang? Meta, how you been, gang? My guy, Meta Step, Miss Mom in the building, dropping the links coming through, dropping all the links through. You guys can follow up on Instagram. You guys can drop a link, send any donations through Super Chat, PayPal, Twitch, all of that. Appreciate you guys for showing up, man. Drop them likes in the chat for me, man. I appreciate that so much.
Netflix really told the whole story, why is 50 still talking?
Right.
Why is the footage still being teased? Why does it somehow feel unfinished? And this definitely ain't the end. This is intermission. And the next act, it might not be on Netflix at all. If you want the updates before they go viral, you already know what to do. Stay locked in. Now make sure y'all don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the videos.
This was fire.
Share this video, and I'm gonna keep y'all on.
This was fire, man. I ain't gonna lie. I wish he would drop though. What you been smoking on lately, Meta? Know you been smoking on that yes. All right, the next one we got. What is this?
Kick in the door, waving the 4-4.
Hold the fuck up. Hold up. Usher.
Kick in.
Hold on, is this AI? Oh no, this real sweat.
Door waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Let's go.
All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. I want to see it.
Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah.
You asked for more ways to create, so we made a major update. Sleeve printing is now live.
What? Sherlock, why are you plotting on murder? What the fuck? I'm the last person to be out here trying to murder something, gang. Damn, you the wrong person, gangy. Wrong person, gangy. Yo, what's good, y'all? We got another video right here. We got Cat Williams was right. 7 names 50 Cent removed from the Diddy documentary.
Oh my goodness. Cat Williams just confirmed what we all suspected. 50 Cent removed 7 major names from the Netflix Diddy documentary. And these aren't just random.
I've been smoking ice cream, apple fritter, peanut butter wrap. Damn, look at some gas. I haven't tuned in to the Diddy train. If Diddy wasn't manipulating or drugging folks, he would be blackmailing people. Diddy motto was get the cheeks by any means necessary. He got a special place in hell reserved for him. No cap. I'm about to say no Diddy. Usher sending sexual subliminals about him and Diddy, right? Yep.
Random people. We're talking about some of the biggest celebrities in entertainment. Cat predicted this months ago, and now the truth is finally coming out.
You say you been dabbing? Oh, your cat, your video creeping outside church's house. Nigga, I live in Philly. Nigga, I'm not taking no damn trip all the way out just to be in the bushes to look at another man, bro. You're this guy's a security camera installer. Fuck! They found out. So we don't know. We can't go to see the war tour without being accused of one for murder. Yeah, right. Like, that's weird, bro. That would be the last thing that I would do, bro. My life right now, the way my life is going so well. I would never even have that on my mind, bro. And it's sad to say, but anybody that I ever had a problem with, that, you know, they low key passed away, bro. I'm not even gonna say like, I mean, I had anything to do with that shit, but you know, shit happen to people like that, bro, all the time. And it's like, you go after God's soldiers and you go after the wrong ones, and then, you know, you start seeing things happening in your life and you're like, damn, what the fuck is going on?
Coming out. Let's get into it. So here's what you clicked on this video for. Cat Williams has finally joined the Netflix Diddy documentary chaos, and he's not holding back. He's calling out 50 Cent for protecting certain people and keeping the real players out of the final cut. Remember when Cat went on Club Shay Shay and said, all lies will be exposed? Yeah, he was talking about this exact situation. And honestly, the man was spot on. Here's what you're gonna get from this video. I'm gonna show you the 7 names that got completely scrubbed from the documentary, and also from Cat Williams' own mouth. We'll talk about why these people were protected, how Cat Williams predicted all of this before anyone else saw it coming, and the connections between these celebrities and Diddy that Netflix definitely didn't want you to see. Now get this, people allegedly actually tried to bribe 50 Cent to remove controversial names from the doc. But here's the thing, Cat already knew these names would never see the light of day. Whether we're talking about the dirty tapes or the Netflix documentary, certain people are just untouchable, period.
Listen, in 20 years, won't do an interview. Nobody's ever talked to her, and she's never been interviewed anywhere. And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people. How they all end up with that. That's part of what you get. I came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn.
Ain't that some shit? And I say that all the time. People be like, oh, you a coon, Rock. You a coon. You this, you that, you this. But when a celebrity says it that everybody already love, they not going to ever call him those things. They just going to say he spoke truth. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy to me.
It's God's side and the other side.
Started about playing some
seeds
in January.
We don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes in.
Did he just say Diddy name back in what, 2023? What the fuck? Cat knew. I want to believe MJ was innocent. I'm going off of these names he just said now. He said Diddy so far and TD Jakes. Crazy work already. Oh shit, I need to see what MJ feel like. That's crazy. Nah, bro, we all this together. We need to bring back bullying. Nah, for real. I know.
It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
Now, before I start this video, I want to let you know that we are not going to talk about the most obvious names, such as Jay-Z or Beyonce, as we already know about their deeds. So it all started back in 2024, when Cat Williams went on Club Shay Shay and basically predicted Diddy's entire downfall. He said, Diddy likes to party, and you gotta tell him no. He warned everyone that all lies would be exposed in 2024, and look where we are now. Cat called out TD Jakes, Diddy, and a whole bunch of other people. He said the ones who have a problem with the truth know exactly why they have a problem with it. That wasn't just talk.
Hello from Uptown Chicago. Puppets are legends. R.I.P. Young Pappy. R.I.P. Young Pappy. Pappy Force, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Shout out to Young Pappy, man. R.I.P., man. Definitely was one of the GOATs, one of legends out there, for real.
That was a warning. Fast forward to now. 50 Cent produced this documentary called Diddy, The Reckoning for Netflix. The doc has never before seen footage of Diddy right before his arrest. We're talking about behind-the-scenes clips, strategy sessions with his lawyers, and some seriously explosive allegations. Diddy's legal team was not happy. They sent cease and desist letters to Netflix, claiming the footage was stolen and never authorized for release. They called it a shameful hit piece. But Netflix didn't back down. The documentary dropped anyway. Here's why this matters right now. Diddy got sentenced to 4 years in prison for prostitution charges after he beat the bigger RICO charges. But this story is far from over. There are over 150 lawsuits.
Articles and Particles said Cat Williams gives zero fucks. He's giving out all them dirty rotten bastards what they done, and that dark will eventually come to the light. That's facts, man. I ain't even gonna lie. And it's happening right now, and it's right in front of our eyes. Like, he was right. It didn't all happen in 2024, but it was coming to it in 24. And now look, it's in effect in 25, and we going into 2026, bro. This is crazy. If the feds were watching me from other building through my window, I will walk around naked all the time. Hey, yo. 411, fuck Diddy K.
Suits coming his way, and some of them involve minors. Yeah, you heard that right, minors. The feds have already said more charges are possible. The investigation isn't done. In fact, prosecutors working on Diddy's case are now talking to the prosecutors on Tupac's case. That should tell you how deep this goes. People are also claiming they have Diddy tapes ready to leak, and those tapes allegedly show other celebrities.
Imagine people saying they got Diddy tapes that's ready to leak. That shit wouldn't freak you out if you was like a freak bull and you went and you did some things. You would go defend Diddy. You'll be like, yo, why you trying to tear down another black man? That's the same shit they were saying with Marlon. When Marlon jumped out and started saying, yo, why are you doing this to another black man? That's the code right there to tell you that, yo, he did some fucked up shit, but he's a black man. You shouldn't be the one to talk about this. If nobody want to talk about Jeffrey Epstein, nobody want to talk about this white man, nobody want to talk about that white man, but y'all want to talk about each other. That's where they get that shit fucked up, and they forget that all the time. You can't use that black card when somebody is doing something fucked up like this, bro. That shit is out the window. All that, oh yeah, he's a black brother, he's a good one. Like, even with Dr. Umar, he was on the same type shit. It's like, bro, you can't defend this. If he was black or white, you cannot defend this, bro. The way he treated women, the way he treated even guys, bro, they couldn't even get out of that shit, bro. That's scary. Think about that. You trying to find your way out. You trying to tell people what type of person he is, and he got so much money to get you shut up. He could end your career, anything, bro. He could put out a video right now, you doing something with another man while he just watching. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit weird. Diddy a monster, a gay monster. Yeah, he's a gay monster, bro. No doubt. Always heard about Diddy and Cassie when I was 19. I believe she might have been younger when it started. Yeah, she was younger. She was like, what, 16? Like 16. Meek Mill didn't do nothing in my opinion. I feel like Meek Mill could have did something in that situation, but he's not going to speak on it because he know how easy it is to people to take a narrative and twist it.
He's doing things they definitely don't want the public to see. And speaking of Cat, he just made a joke that basically confirmed.
Puppet Force says, bro, it's not who you are or where you from, it's how you come. You feel me? Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Genevieve says, he for sure groomed Cassie. Yeah, he did. He definitely groomed her for a very long time, which is very sad because there is people out here that do that. Imagine you telling her like, yo, I could put you in the latest Benz. I could get you this record label. I could make you the biggest star in the world. You know what I'm saying? And the whole time, he doing all this shit. He's not helping you succeed. He's not helping you grow outside of him because if you do, you're not going to need his help anymore. Shit is sad. That's way of protecting pedals. Don't matter what color you are. If you're a bad human from Cosby to Harvey Weinstein, you a creep, a piece of shit. Facts. That's it. It don't got nothing to do with no religion, no color, no nothing. None of that shit, man. If you're a shitty person, that shit, you're a shitty person. Didn't 50 release audio saying Meek Mill was getting his cheeks clapped? Yeah, he did. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie. He definitely did.
Confirmed everything. Listen to this.
I'm gonna try not pause too much. Sorry, I hate with an ad. Broke niggas. What the one boy told me, he's like, yo, you broke for asking for likes. Like, god damn, I can't even ask for likes. 3 likes.
Say that again. But taking 27 years, 4 years. Meanwhile, they tried to give me 4 years with 2 blunts. I had no intention of smoking in the first place. Same 4 years. I don't give a fuck. Being an ass-picking devil worshiper is not against the law. They put that man on a whole RICO because they thought he was f***ing for China. They said, bring out the 9 prostitutes. 9 niggas walked out there. That ain't even get the law. Go on and get yourself. That man liked this so much as his punishment. They sent him to the place with the most
Yo, Cat Williams, preach, brother. Preach. Oh my god. Cat Williams a legend. Cat Williams and 50, yes. That's, yo, imagine they do a sit down Wow. He said for his punishment, they sent him to the place with the most dicks is crazy.
Just walked out there. That ain't even get the law. Go on and get yourself. That man liked this so much as his punishment. They sent him to the place with the most. No, suck. I ain't finna say shit.
Now I know that sounds wild, but this wasn't just comedy. This was Cat confirming what he's been saying all along. He knows what happened, he knows who was involved, and he knows exactly who got protected. So let's get into these 7 names. First up, Snoop Dogg. Now I know
50 definitely that guy, Cat Williams for the win. Never let your kids idolize celebrities. They are all foul. You don't get to that position without doing some dirty things. He's a legend. Justin Bieber, yeah, Justin Bieber as a young pup, you know what I'm saying? I remember seeing his music on Music Choice. When Music Choice was out, I was over at my grandpa's house. I was like, who the fuck is that? Like, I meant to tell her one time, and I know that I love you. My late husband loves Snoop. Snoop, yeah, everybody loves Snoop. I don't know what's been happening with Snoop lately. Say chill, the fuck is this? This is Cat Williams dropping 7 names that 50 Cent had to remove from the documentary. What's going on, Cody?
Now I know you're thinking, Snoop? Really? Yeah, really. Snoop has deep ties to Diddy going back decades. They partied together, did business together, and collaborated on music. They were in the same circles for years. So why didn't Snoop make it into the documentary? Because Ally Carter exposed him, and what she said was shocking.
Everybody knew that Snoop Dogg, not again, mentioned him in December of 2020, but everybody beat the hell out of me. Through you, that can't be true. What the hell do I know, right? And then recently it just came out again that Snoop Dogg got accused of children. And what did everybody do? Ooh, Snoop Dogg is at the halftime. I'm going to the halftime. But we canceled Dr. Seuss and Jemima.
Nah, this shit is crazy, gang. I'm not even gonna lie. Not my style, but his fan rode him like a horse for money, gang. Yeah, that is true. 50 Cent is smart. He didn't release all Diddy's dirt on that documentary. He's still mad dirt. Just keep it certain people check. Yup. He put it where he could, where the most people can have the most eyes at. And then afterwards, they can easily, get into that shit in a different way. Like, all right, boom, we might do it through like a Patreon. You never know what he gonna do with that shit through. You know what I'm saying? Snoop Dogg, he is funny as shit. He got a show, right? With some dogs or some shit. Bisexual dogs.
Nobody mad. Nobody. Super Bowl happens. They were dripping down from the letters, the LVI. And nobody. That's fine. That's fine. Let's go to the game.
Getting exposed.
Make some hot wings.
But it's crazy because since nobody care about her, they not gonna really take it serious. They not gonna take her word for that shit. That's crazy.
It's fine. It'll pass.
Snoop a snake also, in my opinion. What he's doing is his own cousin Dez. It's bullshit. Dez made more beats for Death Row than Dre. Damn. Probably showing my age. Life my ass up. We don't age shame over here. He always been overrated in my opinion. I lost respect for him during COVID when he jumped on the Black Lives Matter train. But you gotta remember, Metastep, a lot of people didn't know what was going on during that time either. Because a lot of people jumped on that train. They didn't really know too much about it. If people know that it was a black lesbian woman that fucking hated fucking the black community that was taking it and was going to put her family in position, and they knew that, I don't think people would have just jumped behind it. But they weren't just trying to say, like, Black Lives Matter. Like, they was trying to make it seem like it was like a fucking business. And they bought them fucking mansions and shit.
It'll pass, right? It's a phase. It's just a phase. But oh no, tell somebody that plastic straws are coming back and throw a fit. Let a convict get arrested. Somebody put a knee on a convict's neck and it's over. Neck of it out. Crickets. Crickets. Nothing. Everything's fine.
Smart founders know.
My fault, y'all. I'm gonna let it rock. You gotta do your thing to join the Illuminati. Yeah, I ain't doing that.
Ally Carter said Snoop Dogg.
You gotta give up something. You gotta give up the back door or something.
Is even worse than Diddy. She claims Snoop is more influential and more protected than Diddy ever was. She mentioned Snoop way back in December 2020, but everyone attacked her for it. People called her a liar. They told her to shut up, but she kept speaking. Here's the thing. Snoop got accused of transporting young ones for bad things. You'd think that would be huge news, right?
Early 2000 BC didn't even know him like that.
Think there would be investigations, protests, something. But what actually happened? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Instead, Snoop performed at the Super Bowl halftime show. Let that sink in for a second. A man accused of trafficking children performed at one of the biggest events in America. People canceled Dr. Seuss and Aunt Jemima over way less, but Snoop got a pass. Ally Carter even pointed out the symbolism. She said the letters LVI at the halftime show were dripping, like blood, but everyone was too busy making hot wings and enjoying the game to care. So why did 50 Cent...
Bro, the Super Bowl is really a distraction. Football, sports, entertainment, politics, religion, all that shit is really a distraction from what our real purposes of life, bro. We will never even understand that shit as humans because we just so attracted to like the lower vibrational things, bro. Shit is crazy.
Cent cut Snoop from the documentary because Snoop is too connected. He's too protected. If 50 tried to expose Snoop, the documentary would never get distributed. Some people in hip-hop are untouchable, and Snoop is one of them. Next up, Kevin Hart. Now, Kevin's situation is...
Oh my God, yo, Kevin Hart, I forgot, yo, he's another one that definitely can't get put on that documentary because people gonna go to bat for that shit.
Interesting, because he's been pretty vocal about the Diddy situation, but in a very careful way. Kevin used to attend Sean Combs' famous Puffy Flavor camps. If you don't know what those were, just know they were wild. Kevin was in the inner circle.
Hold on. Is any of y'all in the chat going to Puffy Flavor camp? Are y'all gonna go there? Puffy Flavor camp. What the hell? That shit sound like a fucking gay fucking campgrounds where you go and get badges and shit. Distraction, yup, distraction for sure. It's a destination for the government. It gets crazy shit done. All the hate on the whites is crazy work. It's our own fucking us. Definitely sports. Remember Snoop was one to bug and Suge and Tupac to be cool with Diddy during the beef back in the day. That's why they cut him off. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, man. This shit is crazy because think about it. If 50 Cent really want to be truthful, these are the people that he's gonna put in it, man.
About the Diddy situation, but in a very careful way. Kevin used to attend Sean Combs' famous Puffy Flavor camps. If you don't know what those were, just know they were wild. Kevin was in the inner circle during those days. There's even
people need to know how this all travels back to Clive Davis. Yup, Genevieve, that's why we got it. That's why we did what we did. Like, when I do videos like this, I go back and I really go back and I get into this shit. Like, I take this part out, take this part out, I do this, I do that. You know what I'm saying? And then we just break it down, and then we check out other people's videos, and they video, like, oh, I'm about to put this link in there as well, because this is another good video. Fucking dope. If you guys want to check out the original video, show them some love. Alright, I see this shit is lagging a little.
There's even this viral Frosty Flakes.
I gotta go get ready and go to work, but I'm definitely gonna have to replay what I missed later. Have a great day, everyone. Scatterfield, appreciate you for stopping by, bro. Have a good day at work. Take it easy, man. Have a good one.
Footage that shows Kevin knew exactly what was happening.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed.
What? Yo, you didn't even let, yo, Diddy, Puff, like, you ain't even wait for him to try to sit down on the bed or do anything. You talking about no Diddy. No, what do you, yo, I'm calling Diddy no Diddy. He said pause.
What was happening?
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close, but it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
In his bedroom? Where is this at? This shit is crazy. Like, where is he? Kevin and Ashton, as was Fox, were always were Diddy, and you notice they were never touched until Fox more recently. Fox was Diddy's first photographer and kept up throughout his career. Wow, I never knew that. Del Grady, peace out, man. Have a good one. He can't touch Snoop because of Dre, and he can't get pissed off Dre cause M is his dog. Fuck, you're right. That's why he left Snoop out. But if Snoop had zero connection to M50 would have got him. Wow. Didn't even see that coming. Kevin Hart is on a record talking about all Diddy parties, and there's certain doors you shouldn't go into because They're too much to handle. It's crazy because they try to say it like that, like in a meaningful way, like, oh yeah, if you go in that room, your butt might get touched. If you go in that room, you might have to suck something. Like they not gonna say shit like that. Those three men have been seen literally seen literally everything. Yep, they've been right there, which is crazy. I guess Dev XX was saying some shit about Snoop.
No, I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to...
And then he gonna say that. First off, I'm not getting in the bed. Like, you ain't have to say that, Kev.
I didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed at all.
Kev, come on, man. Damn, y'all be making Philly look bad. You and Meek Mill, y'all be making Philly look gay as fuck. Shit.
I should look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. I should.
Fresh off the guard stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like, that's how,
To leave the party before 1 is crazy. The baby oil had GHB in it. Yep, I heard about that. And what the fuck? Rub that shit into your pores, you'll be fucked. Diddy pretend to get drunk at his own parties. Yeah, and he probably never touched it at all, which is crazy. That shit is sad, bro. Lil Wayne bluntly warned people with Diddy sitting right next to him. Cat is the other one trying to warn people. Genevieve, for real. In my opinion, I think 50 had a ridiculous set price for anyone who didn't want to be in the documentary, and whoever had it like that paid the price to keep their name and image out of the documentary. That's fire. I ain't gonna lie. He probably did. Paid them off some good money. He's like, yo, here, this is what you could pay. You pay this, you in there. We'll keep it out of there. Of course, we got you. Say no more. Yo, time 18 and 88. Hey, what's going on? Chill, rock, and chat. Family, respect, blessings, stay consistent and healthy. You too, my brother, especially during these times. It's really cold. I don't know where you at in the world right now, but I know it's cold as a fuck over here on the East Coast. Freezing. Remember, 50 is a businessman before anything. Suge warning us from 1994 about this fool. And it's crazy, Doug. We ain't even really believe in it, because it's like when people look at it, we're like, yeah, Puffy a little fruity and all that, but they never really looked into it until it got to this snitch culture. You know what I'm saying? When people told on what was really going on. 50 has always been said to be an absolute gentleman with women. You know, he took issue with Diddy was doing to women. He even dated 50's baby mom. Yeah, that's what made it bad.
Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real.
Before pause was invented?
Off of the Frosted Flakes.
The Frosted Flakes box, right? Yo, what? Bro. And that's where that clip came from, where he was... That's where that clip came from, where he was sweating and shit.
He used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars.
Meta step. I'm also on I'm doing live on Vertical too. We live vertically too.
Yo, what the did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this.
Kevin is low key telling on Diddy right here. Yo, and it's crazy. I remember this scene right here.
All for the Frosted Flakes, because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world.
Yo, what the did Puff just say?
What the fuck did Puff just say? And mind you, this is before Kevin Hart was really big, really huge, like who he is now. He said, bro, what the fuck did Puff just say?
Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me.
Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Yo.
Said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid.
Let's having a good time, yo. Your Usher made it in the...
Hey, yo, they was drunk as shit all in that joint. Look, they gripped him up like, yo, shut up, Kev.
Said we used to wrestle over the Frosted...
Look. Usher put his head up like, what's wrong with wrestling for the last box of cereal? Like, nah, bro. Two grown ass men sweaty as shit fighting over some cereal, bro. It's not through.
Flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid. Listen,
We having a good time, yo. Oh, your usher made it in the. Hey, yo.
I'm a thug. At the end of the day, I kill niggas, man. No, listen, at the end of the day, I kill niggas.
But here's where it gets real.
At the end of the day, I killed niggas. Yo, what's crazy is maybe that was Kevin Hart's humiliation ritual and he passed. He got through it. Maybe that's what it was. Only black people tear apart other black people. See? Y'all see TJ? Only other black he is castrated from the black community if he is a fucking freak, pedophile, PDF file ass motherfucker, bro. That's it. They wrestle for a Frosted Flakes. Yeah. Kevin Hart is a pussy. He wouldn't even relevant without Diddy. We wouldn't be relevant without Diddy. And Kevin knows that. Ashton Kutcher is a Diddy's best friend while Ashton runs an ant sex trap store. He's a joke too. Damn. Getting fruity for the Fruit Loops. They ain't even fight for the Fruit Loops yet. Imagine how that's gonna go. TJ, that ain't true. White people took Epstein down. Bad people need to be taken down. Yeah, it doesn't matter your race, man. Oh, you a race traitor. It is what it is, man. Like, I'm covering it from like a perspective where it's like, yo, let's get into it. I'm not tearing them down. This is information that's already out there. We just putting the puzzles together.
It's really interesting. Kevin recently.
We want to know what else happened. What should have been on the documentary. We were cut short episodes of what we could have been watching, and now that I put it together and knowing that it could have been TD Jakes, Kevin Hart, all these other celebrities that were left off of it. You guys aren't thinking about that because y'all thinking like, oh, he's a black man. Like, nah, bro, this dude is a freak. Ashton was caught with his wife, Millie, trying to get off Draper's rapist friends, right? And the judge trying to get his rapist friend off. See, this shit is crazy, man.
Recently hosted the BET Awards, and he made some jokes about Diddy that revealed way more than people realized.
Oh my God.
For somebody to invite him in. Hey, don't do it. Okay? We all saw the movie Sinners. Don't let his here. So he can bite somebody. So he can bite Playboy Cardi again, okay?
So he can bite Playboy Cardi again is crazy. So brought him over the funeral of the group shit. That's true, but his own handlers, Moss, released this shit and then killed him. What the fuck? Diddy is a Jinx Delicious from Boondocks. OG Rich, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you for subscribing to the channel. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with the alerts. Kevin was trolling Diddy right in front of him on live because it was so funny that people didn't think that it would be real. But then when you go now in the future, you look at it like, yo, this is scary because he told this shit in plain sight and people had no choice but to believe it.
Hey. Playboy Cardi definitely been bit.
Tyler Perry over there, he had a straight face. Like,
bite Playboy Cardi again, okay?
Like when Tyler Perry heard that shit, all he heard was suck his dick again. Please don't forget when Oprah, hey, nothing to say about Harvey Weinstein, but had so much to say about Michael Jackson, Russell Simmons, and let's not forget, he did not want rappers on her show. Yeah, that is true. You're right. You're right. That's because she probably didn't want certain things that to be out there like that. She didn't want them to have those type of questions or ask them any questions about that type of shit. So she was always trying to have her defense mechanism already up so that she didn't have to face any of the truth that people came on and try to speak onto her about.
Playboy Cardi definitely been bit. Something happened. Playboy Cardi's been bit. I know he has. Nobody let Kanye in. No. Tonight I will do my part. Everybody will get flowers. I'll do my part to make sure that I put us on a high pedestal, man. Also, I'm gonna do my part. I'm shutting down the idea of after parties. No after parties tonight, okay? None.
Damn, look, everybody that wanted to go to the Diddy part, bro, it is crazy. All of these people probably have something to do with this shit, bro. And they probably all in these videos and shit. It's already so fucking scary. Oh, my side, run FBI and CIA, don't be fooled, bro. Nothing happens without them fucks involved. I believe it, dog. Grady, you're right. I hope you keep covering this. This is wild, and it goes back decades and decades, involving so many celebrities in music and Hollywood industry. They all need to be exposed, and it's another Epstein. We gonna try. We gonna try. They gonna try to take us down some days, though.
Take your home after this. That's why I did it on a Monday. I did it on a Monday.
Yo.
People got to go to work tomorrow. No
I did it on a Monday.
after parties. That's where gets slippery at them after parties.
It gets slippery at them after parties. I heard Diddy is teaching master class booty bandit classes in prison. He's currently working on a book titled, damn, the chat just moved fast as shit, titled The Art of Stealing Cheeks. Chill, this is crazy. Isolation, what's up? Chill Rock, us people has problems, kid. Problems, kid. I mean, it happens, right? Everybody has their group of people that has problems, you mean? And we can't control everybody. We can only control ourselves and how we move, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Diddy's favorite movie was Scarface. He really internalized that shit, bro, and being taken down just like Scarface did.
Parties.
It's that time of year again. The rosters are set. The trash talking has begun. And you're telling me your beer...
Okay? We're learning a lot about people, ain't we? We're learning a lot. God is good all the time.
This shit is bad.
Kurt, that makes it right. Whatever I just said goes away. Funny.
Nah, he trolled.
Kevin joked about after parties and said, that's where shit gets slippery. He said, we learning a lot about people, ain't we? Then he added, God is good all the time. Now on the surface, that sounds like regular Kevin Hart comedy. But if you listen closely, Kevin was sending a message. He specifically said, no after parties tonight, and scheduled the show on a Monday, so people would have to go to work the next day. That wasn't random, that was intentional. But there's more. Orlando Brown. And I know Orlando has said some—
Oh my God. How we forget about Orlando Brown? That is crazy. Rock, Oprah is a snake. Let's not forget what she said about Monique Noah. Monique did not want her family on her show. She bring them on there anyway after she won the Oscars. You gotta watch that episode. I'm gonna check it out. You see how this was a known secret, so much so they could refer to those crimes publicly, but presenting as jokes. Yup, they got to. That's what they gotta do. They gotta put it in plain sight. Think about how the victims felt hearing all the celebrities joke about their trauma. Yeah, that shit is crazy. Bullshit. Yeah, facts. Isolation. Oh, well, he got everyone saying all the time God is good. Yeah, and they really talking about Dirk. They talking about fucking
some wild
Diddy.
things, but Orlando claimed Kevin Hart took $50 million to unvirgin his hole.
I remember this shit, bro. Do y'all remember that? I had videos back when I was covering stuff like that with the whole situation.
Hart took $50 million to unversion his hole. Can you explain a little bit? No, I just told you.
Now, whether you believe that or not, here's what we know for sure. Kevin knows too much about the industry's dark side.
Right.
He was there, he saw things, he participated in things, but he's too successful now to be dragged into this mess. 50 Cent removed Kevin from the documentary to protect him, because protecting Kevin means protecting the entire comedy industry. And 50 wasn't about to—
Didn't I say that? It all goes back to comedy. It goes back into sports. Goes back into the acting, Hollywood, all that shit, bruh. Like, motherfuckers be forgetting that shit, yo. No, Diddy, no. That's the only way to stop Diddy is tell Diddy no. You gotta leave the parties at 1. Shit is crazy. Diddy is more evil, sick, nefarious than R. Kelly. Yet he only got a few years. That just goes to show how much more power the money he has. Yeah, because now that R. Kelly didn't have any money, he didn't hold any more weight. His name didn't matter to anybody anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad because we all sit here and we see the way that is happening, but people will say, hey, you will tear a black man down, but everybody forgot about R. Kelly and nobody gives a fuck. When Bill Cosby was going down, nobody gave a fuck, but when it's one of the biggest, freakiest, nasty motherfuckers that do some weird shit in the world, everybody want to play the role like they don't see what's going on. That shit crazy. That shit go deep. No Diddy, no, you gotta say no Diddy on that. Chill Rock, do you want my autograph? Yeah, man. Yeah, write your autograph, man. The Zionists, who later became Hamas, either way are all evil and corrupt fucks. Literally. The CIA was called the OSS before they became the CIA. But yes, Moss was created around the same time OSS was changed into the CIA. Wow. This is crazy.
To open that can of worms. All right, let's talk about
Big Six in the motherfucking building. Big 612, what's going on, man? What's going on, gang? Salute my guy. How you doing, gang? Hope all is well with you. Hope we having a good one.
Mace. This one is probably the most frustrating.
Big Six, I know you ain't one of them free Diddy boys.
Because Mace was literally one of Diddy's closest people during the Bad Boy. Probably the most. Wasn't about to open that can of.
Forgot about Mace.
Worms. All right, let's talk about Mace. This one is probably the most frustrating because Mace was literally one of Diddy's closest people during the Bad Boy Records era. Mace was at the center of everything. The parties, the business deals, the music, all of it. If anyone knows where the bodies are buried, it's Mace. But here's the problem. Mace is silent, like suspiciously silent. It took Mace 10 years to get out of
This a damn shame, bro. This shit could tear down the whole podcast with him and Cam, man. Shit like this is crazy. Wait till you step into Justin and his protection of Billy because of what Usher did to him. Replace himself as the victim with Justin, knowingly that where it gets even more sick. That is sick. Did someone say, yeah, someone did say free Diddy. It's funny how Fruit Loop Tyler Perry was touching on men and nobody upset about that. Yup. Everybody just look out the window like he auntie or something. Man, he's only guilty of offing Pac and guilty of drug trafficking. Even Obama got mixed up with Diddy, I believe. Is Mace still doing his pastor thing? Nah, he's a fucking podcaster with Kim. I think what's the talk or some shit like that. I agree with Big Six. Kinda, I don't agree with the charges he was convicted of. He should have been convicted of real crimes. Damn, I thought you was gonna say something else. What the hell? Genevieve says Usher gets rushed to the hospital after he was assaulted by Diddy and his buddies and still throws them Lil Justin into the victimization. Usher is as bad as Diddy. Yeah, but he's playing under the covers too. Like nobody even knows what's going on. Diddy, one of the best rappers in history. Yeah, y'all trolling me now, but I heard what you trying to say, but I ain't listening.
Get out of his contract with Diddy. 10 years. And even after he finally got free, Mace doesn't speak badly about Diddy at all. There's this interview from V103 where Diddy brought Mace to the radio station with Dirty Money. And the whole thing was just
Mace,
weird.
What got played with, gang?
No, this is freedom.
No.
What's up, Mace? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, man.
Isn't Diddy one that had the butler with him all the time? Whatever happened to that dude? Bet he got the shit ton of dirt on him. He probably do. He probably out the way, trying not to let nobody know. Now I'm a true fan. I appreciate that isolation. Bro, I know somebody that was there at trial, and when they free him from there, he's being shipped to CA for Pac's unaliving. That is wild. Get out of here, Big Six. What the fuck?
Robin is back in the building. What up, Batman? What up, Mace? How you doing, boy? Better than I look. What's up, Mace? How you been, man? I'm
I'm chilling, man. All my cars still work.
Hollywood is a place.
He said all my cars still work. Just the puff doing good stuff, you know?
Hey, every once in a while, you got to do something good.
Diddy said on air, Mace is free to work and he can do whatever he wants now. But the way Mace reacted, nervous, surprised, overly grateful, it showed he's still controlled somehow. Mace literally said, "It took me 10 years to get this paperwork right here." He was shocked that Diddy actually gave him his publishing rights back. He even joked, "I ain't used to Puff doing good stuff." Think about that. A man who worked with Diddy for decades was shocked that Diddy did something good. That tells you everything you need to know. So why did 50 remove Mace from the documentary? Because Mace is either too scared to speak.
IDB in this bit, what up? What up, gang? I ain't never seen you in here before. You said that shit like I knew who you was. You came in this joint like you been in here every fucking day since I started going live. Unblock my account, don't follow this sheet. What the fuck? What the hell is wrong with you, Isolation? Isolation started acting a fucking fool. Big Six, can you handle that for me, gang? I don't know what the fuck is wrong with him. He just went from saying I became a fan to, I don't know. They were drugged and unknowingly and not wanting to be. So it wasn't consensual. You have a dinosaur thinking of what sex trafficking is. Who? Cassie was arrested for perjury because she couldn't produce video evidence and she told the feds. Because he probably hid that shit. Keep it a bean. Mace was signed to G Unit.
Or he's still being influenced by Diddy somehow. His silence is suspicious. He knows everything, but says nothing. Including Mace in the doc would have opened up questions about why he won't speak up. It would have made people wonder what Diddy still has on him. So 50 decided it was better to just leave him out completely. Now we gotta talk about Meek Mill. And I'm gonna be honest, this one is messy. Meek has been around Diddy and the industry elite for years.
Then we say Meek was left off of this? That is crazy. We definitely, I don't even know why I'm about to roll up a whole nother joint. Like I don't got it in front of me. Meek on
There have been whispers about Meek for a long time, but nothing concrete until recently. Orlando Brown, yeah, him again, said something that got people talking. He said, "You can't unreceive what your butthole received."
Oh my God. No, you can't undo what your butthole received is nasty work. That's some disgusting shit to hear, man. That shit just turned my stomach.
People talking. He said, "You can't unreceive what your butthole received."
Bill came out saying that he'll pay somebody $100 grand to investigate that he has nothing to do with any.
Appreciate losing my virginity on blocking people. Yeah, who was it that said they walked into the room and Diddy was clapping Carl Winslow cheeks hella hard? Damn, I forgot. I forgot. Somebody did come out and say that shit. I think it was Eugene. Was it Eugene, his bodyguard? Meg, what's good, Meg? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you pulling out. I hope you're having a good week so far. Good to see you. Hope you are in a holiday spirit. Good look, Big Six. I think that was him again. Dude makes a whole bunch of fucking accounts. It comes back in to talk shit. But I'm like, why the fuck does he even come in here just to talk shit about church? Like, I think he's one of those, like, he's a church writer, but it's like, we're not even on a topic about church and he's still here. Like, we not talking about church and you still got your panties in a twist. Yeah, because last time he was in here, he was saying shit. He was talking like he was up church. He's like, you guys are the ones talking about me. I'm like, what the fuck? Nobody's talking about you. If anybody talking about you, talking about church. You're like, oops, did I tell on myself? Like, probably. You probably did, nigga. The fuck? We're not even talking about church, bro. So y'all are the proof that's in here to see that we had over 60 people watching, and there was still people popping in here to watch. That's Creek Squad.
With anything with Diddy.
You can't take back what your butthole received.
Now that sounds crazy, I know, but Orlando has been calling people out for years, and sometimes he ends up being right. Meek's name kept coming up in these conversations. Then things got even weirder.
What's good, Rage? Welcome to the stream, gang. Yeah, we gonna smoke one up for you for sure. Attention-seeking behavior, he's a troll or he tries to troll. Yeah, bad. Bad for him. That shit gonna get clank, 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 back to back. He comes in. If he would have came in with the isolation page, like I played the role, like I didn't know it was him. I was trolling him back, and I was just telling him isolation, and then he just went weird.
An audio file allegedly featuring Meek Mill leaked online, and people claim the other voice in that audio was P. Diddy himself.
Meek, real rap.
You think? I remember watching this Jaguar Wright video. Her name is like a fucking tongue twister.
That audio that they put out was real.
Yeah, that was Nicki put that out there.
Is Meek Mill still hot? Ken Wood, are you serious? He got some bangers out there where he dropped some bangers, but it's like we can never forget that video where he was in a pool and he was like, he said, "You got it, daddy. Yeah, you got it, daddy." And he had his butt twerked up. I remember the time when he was in the pool with the fries and shit. Like, it's so much, bro. It's crazy. The only thing, I think you meant to say only thing I seen was Meek Mill's in a pool video. Yup. A slew of others should be charged. Absolutely agree with you. The dude wasn't going to admit he raped Cassie, and by saying anything else, he would be admitting to raping the woman. Yeah, exactly. He didn't want that on him. How many emails does this dude have? Probably a lot. You can't cherry pick what I said either. I said he should be charged for the real crimes, not the flying out of gigolo. I love Meek. Meek is fire. He got a couple good songs. But it's like you can't forget the things that they did to get in these positions, you know what I'm saying? And they always try to tell you, like, I'm a boss, I'm this, I'm that, I did this from the bottom, I did this to that. But it's like, man, we don't know how many times you gave that ass out, though. You know what I mean?
That Nicki recorded that at the freak off.
Nicki recorded it. Oh my God. I didn't know Nicki was the one that recorded it, though. This shit gets old real fast, bro. That's you again? Haha, Meg. Yeah, Meg. Yeah.
She been waiting to drop that.
Yo, why would he keep naming himself the same thing and then come in and then talk shit?
Doing Meek. She just wasn't going to tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why not?
Jaguar.
I wonder if he left Dr. Dre out, he been Diddy. Yeah, he definitely left leaving him out. And these are all the people that he left out that should have been in it. Like, they should have been the main motherfuckers that come out in it. But, you know, Netflix was trying to protect their brand. They were trying to protect this brand. That's why Nicki Minaj broke up with Meek Mill after she found out that Diddy was fucking him. That's crazy shit. Yeah, Meek tried to make it seem like he left her and shit. Like, nah, Meek, we ain't dumb. Whole time you was getting your shit blown out. I used to pay for times like this. I used to run like this. I used to run like this. Like this. It matter time I spent. Like, no.
Jaguar Wright, who's been exposing industry secrets.
I know you say we gotta stick together, but bro, how I'm making a Biddy look bad, bro? That's on him, bro. What you mean? This is the thing y'all gotta understand. You can't go around and try to make other people have this type of high mighty status for the Biddy, but he can't. He could be whatever he want to do, and that shit's supposed to just be cool. Like, that's corny.
For years, said she believed it was definitely Diddy in that audio.
Wood, thank you for the
clip was explicit and damaging. It spread all over social media, but got scrubbed from the internet pretty quickly.
Yo, I wonder how many more he can make that fast, bro. That's crazy.
So why did 50 Cent remove Meek from the documentary? Because that audio was never officially verified. Including it would have opened 50 up to major lawsuits. Meek is still active in the industry and has power. He has lawyers, he has money, he could have sued Netflix into the ground. 50 made a business decision. Better to avoid the legal mess than to include something that couldn't be proven 100%. Alright, now we get to Justin Bieber. And this one is different because Justin is a victim. He's not a perpetrator. Justin lived with Diddy as a young teenager. There are videos of Diddy saying he had custody of Justin for 48 hours.
That's the type of shit that make you sick to your stomach and a heartbeat, bro. Michael Rubin type shit. Yeah, Michael Rubin for sure. And the white parties and all that. You mean? We can't forget about a lot of them that should have been on this, bro. But he kept a lot of people off. Third Eye, why don't you just make an account where you like don't call it Third Eye so you can survive? Because Meg is on it. She's out with the samurai sword and she's like, shing, 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 shing. Every time you come in here with the name Third Eye, shing, shing. 86,000 hours.
You can see in those old clips that young Justin
Will pay.
That's really timeout. That's truly soul selling. Yup.
Justin looked
and mind you, like his parents, Justin's parents is really the ones, like this shit is crazy.
Uncomfortable around Diddy. So why isn't Justin in the documentary? Because 50 Cent chose to protect him. Recently, paparazzi pressed Justin about the documentary, and his response was heartbreaking.
Y'all, paparazzi spoke to Bieber, and all he had to say recently was that, don't ask me about that man ever. Something.
Instead of just saying, don't ask me about that, don't ask me about that man ever, that mean that man really made him go through some real child shit, bro. That shit is really out of pocket. Third Eye will keep on you. We'll have your shit hacked. Alright, if he want to get his shit hacked, do y'all thing. That's on him. Genevieve says, what parent will allow this? And it was Justin and Usher just handed this to these monsters by their parents as minors. How are they not charged with child I don't know, man. It's sad, bro. It's like people do these things to get money. They give them money to do these things, bro. Believe it or not. His parents should have let him stay. That shit crazy.
Things I moved on from for my own peace. What's in that documentary? Let's just say people are finally waking up. He also goes on to say, I was a kid, I didn't know anything, I don't ever want to talk about that again.
Justin said, don't ask me about that man ever. Some things I moved on from.
Wow. See, that's where you know it's bigger than just that. If Cuz said, don't ask me about that man ever. Some things I moved on from my own peace. What's in the documentary? Let's just say people finally waking up. Right in our faces all this time when we were singing the songs and he was going through these things and we thinking there's something wrong with Justin Bieber, and this whole entire time this shit was taking place and everybody just overlooked it. This shit is sad, man.
For my own peace. What's in that documentary? Let's just say.
Yeah, Usher sacrificed Justin for himself, and he skated. Yup, he got up out of there. He gave him right to Diddy for 48 hours and bounced.
People are finally waking up.
No, that was a good call, Metastep. That was a good call by mentioning Justin Bieber. That was a great call. That was a great call. And it's crazy because there's still some people that we forget about, over time.
He added, I was a kid. I didn't know anything.
Baby oil Justin made. Oh my God. Basically, Justin's parents sold their baby boy's ass cheeks for the biggest payday that they'll ever get. Fame, fortune, damn shame, man. Yeah, basically. Bless his heart. Yeah. And that's why he is what he is now. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for him to find love, and it's hard for him to love other people because that thing happened to him and he wouldn't want nobody else to go through that. And, usually things like that happen to people and they end up doing it to other people. So the fact that Justin Bieber was able to not bring somebody under his wing showed us that he didn't even do this shit to anybody else.
I don't ever want to talk about that again. You can hear the pain in his voice.
Screen,
Justin was a child when all this happened. He didn't have a choice. He didn't know what he was getting into. 50 Cent made the right call by leaving Justin out. Including him would have meant exposing what happened to a child. It would have been too dark, even for Netflix.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I thought about that when I watched it too. I'm like, bro, this shit would be really sad, man. Like, to have his segment in there, John, when them talking about it, it would be bad for real. Oh, you got him again, Meg. I ain't even know it. I'm looking down like, who the heck is Third Reach?
Justin is trying to heal and move on with his life. He's married now. He has kids. He doesn't need the world rehashing his...
Justin Bieber didn't even show up to trial. Why would he, bro? That bring back too much shit to him, man. That brings back too much to him. I'm sorry, chill. Talking to Diddy on signing you. I need money, bro. Yo, shout out to MK Daniel. What's up, gang? Welcome to the stream. Elsa, is that how you say it? I was learning how to say it the other day. Elsa, how you doing, Elsa Nicole?
His trauma for entertainment. So 50 respected that Justin was a victim and left him out of the documentary. And honestly, that's the most human thing 50 could have done.
What's going on? How you? Males have much harder time coming out as victims. You can see why males are so hesitant to speak up, because one thing I can tell you is, as a man, losing your anal cavity to another man, it kind of diminishes your manhood. You can't really stand for something anymore. It's like that's one of the sacred things you don't want to do. Chanel, what's going on? Chanel, long time no see. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good week. Hope you're having a good week. So you're saying 50 put out false information on Diddy die? I'm saying he put out information for people to see and see how they would do it. Lil Twist hit 2 Bieber. Yeah.
Next is Usher, and Usher's story is important because he was the first. Usher lived with Diddy as a teenager in what they call
Usher, damn. I let it burn. When Diddy hit it on the back, know that it gonna burn. No rubber, but he gonna use baby oil to get in that.
called Puff Flavor Camp. This was before Justin Bieber, before anyone else. Usher was the prototype. He was the first young star to go through Diddy's program. Usher has talked about seeing things he couldn't unsee. He's hinted at experiences that changed him. And later, Usher was the one who sent Justin Bieber to Diddy.
He got out of it. He was like, man, I'm gonna find somebody else for him so I could get out of this and I don't have to have this on my mind. That shit is sad, though. At the same time, when you think about it, you like, fuck. Justin should really traumatized for the rest of his life because of that. Daddy. Yo, I'm over here trying to say Diddy, and then you wrote Daddy. Ratchet TV has all the info from trial. He was there. Damn. Covering the whole thing. So what? He paid hookers to fuck. That's all he did to get over it. Fuck. What? He did more than that.
A decision he probably regrets every single day. So why did 50 Cent remove Usher from the documentary? For the same reason he removed Justin. Usher is a victim, not a perpetrator. Cat Williams warned us about what they do to young stars. He said they take talented kids and put them through things that break them. Usher was the first one. They tested everything on him. According to people close to the production, the Usher segment was too dark for TV, even for a documentary about Diddy's crimes. What happened to Usher was too disturbing to include. Usher is trying to protect his legacy and his career. He's an R&B legend.
I wonder how many victims really are. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's probably way more than we will ever even know. Because it's like, yo, if everybody, all the 7 people that were on here were on that, bro, the world would have fucking been going crazy. The world would have been going crazy if any of these people were on there. But Netflix had to be, like, cautious about that shit.
He's got kids of his own now. Dragging him back into this would have destroyed him all over again. 50 made the call to leave Usher out, and that was the right decision. And now we get to the big one. The name that matters more than...
Oh my God, who y'all think the name is going to matter the most? The one that's the biggest name. Who do y'all think is the biggest celebrity that we leaving out of here this whole entire time that was around Diddy? I wonder who. Oh, this sounds like Attack of the Elite's ritual abuse. I seen interviews with Illuminati victims talking about the same thing. Tyler Perry, Biggie, Jay-Z, Jay-Z, that's another Jay-Z. I think it gotta be somebody that's alive, y'all. It gotta be somebody alive. Jay-Z. TD Jakes. They haven't mentioned TD Jakes yet. TD Jakes is mentioned in the beginning, but he didn't get into it. But TD Jakes could be one. I like Jay-Z. I like Tyler Perry. No, it can't be Tupac because He's already passed away. It got to be somebody that's alive right now. We need to give more love to this channel. Don't be lazy. Give this man a like. This is how these situations get exposed and don't get repeated as much. Channels like this exposing the words. Genevieve, appreciate that. Beyonce. Ooh, Ken, I like that. Ken, that's a good one. Can't improve the mind fucking this guy complex and having narcissistic preparator grooming on the records elite lawyers to get him to the best deal. You can't prove my fucking. Damn, y'all be going hard for Diddy. I ain't gonna lie. All right, let's see who it is.
Than any other name on this list, Clive Davis.
Oh, we already did this shit on Clive Davis.
Most people don't know who Clive Davis is, but if you know, you know.
So think of it as like
we did our first video we did was Clive Davis. We went all the way back to Clive Davis shit. So okay. I like it.
Clive Davis is the man above Diddy.
I didn't expect
He's the
it.
true gatekeeper of the music industry. Diddy doesn't move without Clive's approval. Diddy doesn't make a decision without checking with Clive first. Clive discovered and controlled Whitney Houston, Alicia Keys, and countless other massive stars. He's been in the industry for over 50 years. He knows everyone. He's connected to everyone. If Diddy threw wild parties, imagine what Clive's parties looked like. Diddy was just a worker. Clive was the boss.
Damn, because when we always think about that, Clout was really the boss of all of this shit, to be honest. I had a recording of Cassie threatening someone who told her they have evidence of her being on a free call. Not saying she deserves to beat her, but deserve to be beat. But yeah, it's true. We understand that, but you know. The real Martin, what's going on? Hello, people I had never met before, like ever. What's going on, Martin? Welcome to the stream, gang. If you think Meek Mill was hollering with Diddy in that leaked audio, you should have heard Usher. I believe it. Oprah and Jay-Z were probably the biggest names on mentioned.
Cat Williams said it himself. He said, Diddy was just a worker. Who is the boss? Clive Davis. So why did 50 Cent remove Clive from the documentary? One word, fear. If you expose Clive Davis, the documentary doesn't get distributed. Netflix wouldn't air it. Streaming services wouldn't touch it. Networks would refuse to promote it.
He's so stupid. How would you come in here and say that?
Clive has more power than anyone realizes. He's connected to record labels, streaming platforms, media companies, everything. Going after Clive would have meant the end of the documentary before it even started.
Damn.
50 Cent had to remove Clive's name because if he didn't, you wouldn't be watching this documentary right now. It would have been buried. And that's the most important omission on this entire list. Everyone focuses on Diddy, but Clive created the system that allowed Diddy to do what he did. Diddy learned everything from Clive. Taking down Diddy means nothing if Clive stays protected. And that's exactly what happened. So there you have it.
Damn.
The 7 names that 50 Cent removed from the Netflix.
Damn, man. Shout out to them. That was a good video right there. I like that. Definitely. Yeah, J-Lo gotta know some shit. Definitely gotta know some shit. Anybody that dealt with him have to know some shit. They have to. They have to. No Cure, what's going on? This is the link right there again for that video. That was fire. The 7 names 50 Cent removed from the Diddy documentary. That should have been on there. Drop a like, comment, subscribe if you guys want any more from this. Drop in the comment section. Let me know what else we should check in on. I'm out. All right, next we got, okay, a little shirt.
The Diddy.
We got a little shirt. Dame Dash finally addressed 50 Cent was capping about Diddy documentary with Netflix.
Home with Reckoning. Did you check it out?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, so we know that you were saying that it was not going to come out.
Do you remember when 50
Oh, they got the flashback on his ass. They hit him with the flashback.
50 Cent was supposed to be putting out a documentary about Puff on Netflix?
Yes.
Where is it?
I think it's still happening.
Yeah, right. He's capping.
How do you feel that it actually is out now?
I honestly thought, based on like moral codes and like coming.
He said based on moral codes and shit. So listen, that's like the other people that came in here like, oh, you turned down a black man, or he's doing this, you shouldn't do this to a black man. But he sat up here and really was acting like this. Y'all can't act like this after the person was already doing some shit, bro. You don't protect people like that. Jaguar, right? She was, yeah, I watched some of her stuff too. Hey, y'all want me to check her out next time? Yeah, I got you.
Feel that it actually is.
I honestly thought, based on like
No
moral
one was forced to come. Yes, they was. They was forced to bust it down.
codes and like coming from where like a street ethic.
Yeah, we know Clive definitely untouchable. We know that for a fact. This his system.
Honestly didn't think that he would ever do that.
Why? He has done.
Because it's just not my job to tell. I'm not a black man that's going to tear another black man down.
This is the lie every black man tells themselves. I'm not a black man that's going to tear down another black man. I don't like it. When I hear shit like that, bro, that just turns me like, damn, bro, you really gonna use this like this black shit? Like, bro, we kill people. Black people kill each other all the time in the street. Nobody care about that shit. But then when it comes to some weird shit like this, they be like, oh, black man don't tear another black man down.
Now let them do that.
Yeah, how come nobody ever says that when it's white producers? Like TMZ did docs on Diddy, there was docs on Hulu. How come they weren't kicking? How come Peacock? How come they weren't kicking the person when they done? Why do we only say that when it's a black producer?
Exactly. That's the only time I probably ever agreed with Charlemagne. That's crazy. That's probably the only time I ever agreed with Charlemagne. Chromos, don't matter what color they are. It's sad, boo. That's it.
I'm grateful for many things, and Talkspace therapy is one of them. Because Adam and I have been through.
I don't know.
We got Cameron reacting to 50 Cent documentary about Diddy graping Biggie until he worked up sore after funeral.
I don't know how many people out there seen this reckoning of
a rare Charlemagne W take. That was very rare right there. Hollywood is evil. People have been saying that for years and years, but everyone just brushes it off as a joke. Yup. They do, bro. They're trying to say his soul was sex escapes. I don't even know if I said that shit right.
Diddy that's out on Netflix, the 50 Cent.
So the only time I agree with Charlemagne.
50 Cent, people always give me. Cam, it's not 50 cents, it's 50 cents. My man Fifth, executive produced. Really, really good documentary. I would say one of the best music documentaries.
Y'all gotta remember, again, like I was telling y'all, Cameron and Mace got a podcast together. So this is him coming out and speaking on it too. And Mace still haven't spoken on this shit. And he was in the industry with him for 10 years.
I've seen since Death Row. As far no, I ain't gonna lie about that. Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre had a really, really good documentary as well since then. But I'll put it top 4 or 5 ever. Whatever order you want to put it in, that's up to you. But if you haven't seen it, go check it out. But it was something.
The music industry, the whole industry, the Hollywood shit is all corrupt, bruh. All of it is, man.
Things that went on in there that were a little disturbing to me. And when you see somebody, I don't want to spoil it for those who didn't see it, but when you see somebody like Kirk Barrows basically talking through this whole documentary, if you've been around since the 90s and early 2000s, you know the pivotal position, that Kirk Barrows played for Bad Boy.
This one nigga that's gonna make sure he say pause.
That name was synonymous with Bad Boy. So when he's telling all this information, it's like that means it's like law. It happened. The first thing I want to bring up real quick was that when Biggie passed away,
who the hell was that? Not Granny's
Puff wanted
neighbor.
to give Biggie the biggest funeral ever for somebody in New York, musician-wise ever. And if you was around during that time, the funeral was crazy. You know, they rode through Bed-Stuy, the streets was going crazy. We was like, wow, that's amazing. Kirk Barrows said that once Puff found out how much the funeral was going to cost, he said, nah, Biggie got to pay for that. He got to recoup it. What? What? Wait a minute. Wait.
Rock, nobody has a problem with Epstein documentary if it come out, but nobody brothers upset about the reckoning of Diddy. Because, bro, people like to let freaks live. For some reason, they like to let these motherfuckers that's fucked up be out here doing this shit, bro. And that shit corny to me, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Clive is 93 years old, net worth $850 million. He need to start donating that money instead of going around much longer. LOL. Yeah, he ain't gonna long to live. Potheads, what's going on, Chorak? Why are so many comments removed or timed out and hidden? Good for the algorithm as long as they ain't saying anything out of line. No, that's Third Eye. It's a Creek Squad real diehard person that keep coming in here, but he keep coming in and talking shit to people in the chat. He talking shit to me, and it's like, play it out. I wasn't saying nothing to him at first, but he kept going too much. So other than that, it don't really matter if he in here, but he gonna find a way to get back in here.
Wait. He got to recoup. Yo, I don't even mean to laugh. The nigga got to recoup the funeral? I don't know what kind of game Pluff play, but I have no idea how this goes, man. But
having a Biggie estate pay for his funeral is crazy, bro. You call yourself his friend. You was there dancing and shit that whole entire time, making music off of him, like making money off of him, off his music.
I never heard no shit like that in my life, to where that's supposed to be a man, but we gonna put it on the Ready to Die budget so the funeral get recouped.
What?
Yeah. See, y'all didn't see it yet. That was wild. That was one of the wildest parts of the documentary. And I was just sitting there. I actually couldn't believe what I heard, to where I rewound it 3-4 times, because the nigga said, we gonna recoup it. Now the next thing, I'm not gonna give up the whole documentary. I just want to touch on a couple other things. That was the first thing I wanted to touch on. The second thing was,
damn, imagine Mace was probably in that room, was like, yo, thank you, bro, for shit. Right, Lucky Charm City is an opportunist.
Like I said, this is all from Kirk Burrow.
You can make serious money.
Biggie was going to get the cover of Rolling Stone, whether he lived or died, for his new album. They wanted to give him the cover of Rolling Stone. After he died, he told Kurt,
Biggie said in rap, they thought it was shot dead in the street. I'm here getting hit high on the beach. Damn. He probably really is on the beach getting high.
No. We not putting Big on the album. He died. My album coming out. I want that cover. Yo, so he can't get one last Rolling Stone cover. Not one. He can't get one. You know, I deal a lot. I mean, of course, y'all know Mace is my brother. That's my man. We do a lot of business together. Mm-hmm. And I see why he is the way he is when it comes to business. And I don't mean that in a bad way. He makes sure the paperwork is right. He makes sure the temperature in the room is right. He makes sure if you tell him when he get out the car, if it's 100 steps to the dressing room, it better not be 103 steps. Like my nigga, the shit that them niggas was going through at Bad Boy is ridiculous.
Hogs,
it's really ridiculous.
What's up?
Man.
How you doing? Hogs, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you pulling up and being a member of Chill Fan Mafia. Hope you're having a good week. Hope you're having a good afternoon so far.
Last thing
Trust that Diddy drama just beginning 2026. Everybody demons will be exposed. There's a spiritual warfare going on. Facts. Articles and particles. People going to start choosing sides. Eventually, it's good and evil. That's it. It's only good and evil.
Thing I'll say about this documentary before I bring Larry and Sin in. Episode 4 is 4 parts to this.
That's weird. How you gonna block comments that are absolutely tame, like howdy folks, but then they say something mild like to play in traffic, which basically means kill yourself. Does it really matter?
Producer named Rod, who produced the Love album for Puff, the last album that he did a couple years ago. And it was a big story, whatever. I'm gonna skip a lot of shit he said. He said a lot of shit. But
Let me know.
Puff had him living with him for 2 years.
Tweak Squad needs
And
somebody with a
producing that
brain.
particular Love album. He got in doing beats for Justin Timberlake, for Puff, so on and so forth.
Damn.
And this guy Rod he's traumatized. He's like, he's scared of Puff a little bit, so on and so forth. But he just wanted to really do music, and he knew this could be his opportunity to be enriched, send his family out, make sure his kids got money, his kids got money, to where he didn't even get paid for any of it. So he says, I'm bringing up all that just to give you some of his backstory why he was at Puff's house. What I really wanted to say was this, is that he said he was being drugged while he was there. As many times he fell asleep and didn't know what was going on, and he woke up and it'd be delirious. He said, but this one particular night, or a couple particular nights, he said he was drugged, and when he woke up sore. The fuck you mean you woke up sore, bro? You woke up sore and you stuck around? So you want to be a star?
Yo, he say you want to be a star. You said, I mean, if you want me on that side, I will be.
I'll make it that bad to where you wake up and your asshole is hurting, knowing you was drugged.
Say no more.
Tell me, yo, God, I'm not laughing. But your asshole sore, and you stuck around. So about, if this is what I gotta do.
That's what Ryan probably says when you come to Ghost Ranch. Yo, who the fuck is Justin Time in here coming there with a fucking joke like that? Is crazy. Yo, you go to Ghost Ranch with the Diddy oil over there, is a rat, bruh. Nobody want that. Nobody trying to deal with that word. Real nasty. Yo, real shit. Sword's crazy.
The fuck you mean you woke up sore and you stayed?
And he stayed.
And now you telling niggas about how you was drugged and woke up sore. And
yo, if y'all don't know who the fuck Justin Time is, bro, he's an artist, he's a promoter. Make sure you guys go over there and check out his channel. Matter of fact, why are you not you should have been mod in this, Oh, I see why. Your ass over here. He in the other chat. Follow him in the other chat, y'all. Double tap that
and
screen.
Diddy say, had a hell of a night, daddy, huh? I'm not laughing at this. Yo, nigga said, I want to party with you, daddy. Wait.
I remember when he said that the Fabulous and was it Jada Kiss on Drink Champs?
Party, yeah.
You got 49 people in here. Smash that like.
Yo, Rod, I'm not laughing at your trauma or what you went through because it sounded real bad, except for that part. You should have, yo, listen. Man down, nigga. Listen, niggas play with you as man down at that particular point. You wake up and niggas waking up smiling at you with this.
Yo, he don't even know if that's what Mace went through or anything too, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, had a hell of a night last night, nigga. And you stayed? Crazy. He did the whole Love album, lived with him for 2 years, Puff offered him $29,000 for everything for 2 years, and he still ain't get the 29.
That's crazy.
Crazy. Look, a lot of shit went on in that doc, man. If you
said that's why Fab was defending Lucky Charm, did he? He went shopping with him, didn't he?
didn't see it, go watch it for yourself. It's wild, man. It's wild. It's very, very wild, man. Sin, Larry, what's up?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I didn't want to spoil it because you guys didn't see it yet. But for a nigga to talk about he keep waking up sore and he was drugged. Yo, they said they was drugging the baby oil. Like, talking about, yo.
What kind of
a scientist, you need to do some shit like that. Like, who thinks of that?
GHB. I don't even know what the letters was that they said they drugged the shit with. And I'm like,
GHB, yeah.
That's what. Yeah, okay.
It's
That's
oil.
That's why Jada top 5. He wasn't going for none of that zesty shit. Nah, for real. Even more wild is he knew he was getting drugged and raped, but still stayed being there as a producer, and that shit continued. That's wild. Nah, bro, it's that money that was there, bro. That money involved, a motherfucker gonna act like that. That's crazy.
It's oil. It's like a, yeah.
Yeah, the nigga say, yo, listen, man. Now, when you think about all this, right, you sit there and think to yourself like, yo, now that I think about it, there was no seal on the baby when he passed it to me. Shit was already open, man.
But do you think they victims? Do you?
That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. What's crazy is French Montana and Diddy was on the Ellen show. French Montana said he had a love for the what? Yo, stop it, time. Like, y'all catching on to some crazy shit. Makes you wonder what Just Trey did for a feature. Oh my God. I don't want to think about what he did, bruh. I don't want to think about what he did, gang.
Do you believe them first? The people that's talking.
Kurt Burrow, yeah, absolutely. Everything Kurt Burrow said, I believe, 100%. Rod, I don't know.
He's not a victim if he stayed.
Yeah, and I don't know if I believe him.
Okay.
But who wants to tell that story? I mean, just
money could be the motive.
Fame,
maybe money,
fame, man. They want that fame, bro.
Everything Kurt said, I believe. Everything else, I don't know.
You think King Von was with Diddy? You think?
And then I saw the part where he said, "I don't really want to talk." I was like, "You already talked about waking up sore. There's nothing else for you to say."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I had a couple questions for y'all before y'all ask me something.
Yeah.
When do you leave?
First time.
First time you saw?
Yo, you wake up sore, you better go.
If you wake up sore, if you feel your ass don't feel like it was when you was knocked out or before you went to sleep, then you should take your ass and get the fuck up out of there and ice your asshole, bro. You don't sit around there and be like, yeah, bro, I know it's part of the procedure. Like, nah.
Go in there and take your anger out, aggression, and kill something, like you said, man down, and you gotta leave, bro.
Always are talking Justin Trey taking him under his wing like that was worth it in the long run. Trust me. And he probably believed it too, bro, because he was still making tracks to him, man.
I'm setting them outside.
Yeah.
I'm going back in. I'm swinging on that nigga, and then
I don't care about no fucking money, man.
Yeah,
like, I don't care about
the
that.
The reason
shit.
I asked y'all that is this, because
your manhood taken.
To me, and I don't know anything besides that, just to me, you just don't wake up sore. Something led to that. Little smack on the ass. little. You remember how Eddie Murphy was with Halle Berry? Like, I'm
a Trekkie.
Yeah, I'm a Trekkie. It wasn't just, yo, man, I'm diving in this nigga tonight, pause. It wasn't. Because you know who to play with. You ain't gonna just do that day, but you know who to play with, man.
I forgot.
So that's why I'm asking you.
Testing the water.
You see the signs, like, yo, you don't just be like, nah, fuck that. That nigga know what time it is tonight.
Nah, bro. When you see that shit, bro, when you see the baby oil in somebody's hand mid party, nah, bro, I'm out. You walking around. First it was cocktails all on the thing y'all was giving out. Now all of a sudden it's baby Johnson oil. The seal already cracked on the oil bottles. Shit already greasy on the sides and all that. And then y'all all putting it on yourselves. Mid party, oh hell nah, bro. They said they ain't nothing like a Diddy party. I'm leaving, gang. Like what? They got dildos and all that shit all over, motherfucker. They replaced the seat covers with dildos and shit. Like, oh no, I'm cool. Courtney, what's up?
Yeah. I'm not jacking that.
See, if you don't believe in God, you
that shit yellow on my screen.
Do anything to get rich. You
Shout
sell
out
your
Prophet
butthole,
Muscle.
you sell your soul to the devil. Because you got no boundaries. That's why the Bible says if you're friend of the world, like the worldly stuff, partying, drinking, womanizing, you're the enemy of God. But once you follow God, you realize none of those things are significant. Only your connection to God and doing righteous things. The Bible says a man should not sleep with a man as with a woman. It says it in the Bible. It is an abomination. That's what the Bible says. So if you do follow the Bible, you have a blueprint of living a very peaceful, happy, and successful life. Because the Bible teaches you that you can obtain things through discipline. The Bible despises people who are lazy. That's why I follow my slogan, discipline dictates your destiny. And that's why I never had sex like Jesus and kept my innocence, because I got tunnel vision. That's why I'm successful with God. 1.2 million subscribers, one of the biggest news channels. Follow me, I'm a prophet like Jesus.
Moving a little funny. King Goods.
Damn, that was a good video right there too. Cameron speaking on the situation. I guess you could say that was Cameron holding that down for him, honestly. That whole time, Cameron holding it down for Mace. Shout out, bro. You took what I said wrong way. It was nothing against you at all. No, bro, you good. It's not. I was just telling you, like, when all I seen was you said, if you want to go to that side, you can. I wasn't gonna read the rest of what you said. That's all I read. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. What's this? Another shirt?
Feeling good? Oh, you put that thing on the wall. So you see how we do it here.
Why Diddy and Jay-Z getting excited over a room full of... Oh, my God.
Oh, you put that thing on the wall.
Oh, my God.
So you see how we do it here on Saturday.
He over here waving. We look back and smile. Oh, no, that's
weird. This is what it's missing. So you see how we do it here on Saturday. This is what it's missing.
Oh, no, that's weird. That was too weird.
Don't just take...
Alright. This is another good one. I ain't gonna lie. Some of these dudes, they make some good ass videos, bro. This is why stuff isn't on TV anymore. I'm gonna just be honest. This is the real reason why stuff isn't on TV. Because they make some good informational videos and shit. Yo, man, you already know what it is. And if you don't, pause the video right now. Smash out your mind, next video, and smash that like button, man. Back with another video, man. Back with another banger, man. But this time we got 50 Cent leaks footage of Marlon Wayans getting real on a freak off. What the fuck? I didn't think it was gonna be. I didn't think the title was gonna be like that. What the fuck? And then we'll probably save the other two for another time. I'm gonna get ready to probably hit the gym or probably get some rest or some eat. I don't know. We was on since 11 this morning.
I could create a narrative.
Well,
I
see it all the time on reality shows. Reality shows.
Yeah,
that's how they're creating. You write a narrative.
It doesn't mean it's true. It doesn't mean it's true.
I've been to plenty Diddy parties.
Oh my God! To start it out, I've been to many Diddy parties and I loved every last one of them.
Early. I swear to you, I've never seen
The stuff that they claim to be going on.
I've never seen it. I've never seen any of this. When I hear about it, when did that happen?
When did that happen? When you make it little shit like this? No, this is crazy, yo. They're really good at this shit, bro. Shout out to Celeb Pop. Bro, they deserve way more subscribers. 5,000? Dude, what the fuck? He put that shit in perspective. Fruit tray is just a stand. Yo, fruit tray is just a stand. That's crazy. What the fuck? This is so stupid. Anybody with common sense, if you leave a party early, why would you see what happened at the end of the party? Exactly. You're saying you're supposed to love.
So 50 Cent and Marlon Wayans just went from playful clowning to an all-out nuclear war. After Marlon publicly trashed The Reckoning and tried to clown 50 online, Fifth hit back with the one thing nobody saw
I ain't gonna lie, 50 hit on that joint was crazy.
coming. A freak-off footage straight from Diddy's vault. Footage that allegedly shows Marlon in a very compromising position. And according to
So that's crazy. Now when you think about it, what if he got single individual videos of all of them like that in that position? That's crazy.
insiders, 50 isn't bluffing. The moment he hinted at leaking those tapes, Marlon panicked, scrambling behind the scenes and threatening legal action to shut everything down. But the internet, they think Marlon just exposed himself.
I'm here because I got dragged into this because somebody asked me a question and I had an opinion.
It all started when Marlon decided to dismiss Fifth's new documentary, Sean Combs' The Reckoning, calling it biased and accusing Fifth of lying.
Have you seen that, the documentary, the 50 Cent?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
For Diddy?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, man.
Everybody telling me you gotta see it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Probably don't want to see it.
You probably don't.
Because
If 50 ever luck turned up.
You see, this is what I'm talking about. Black men defend. Like, if y'all gonna hold people accountable, hold people accountable. Don't try to hold the person that's holding somebody else accountable. You're not even looking at him as like, yo, you know what? He said some real shit that's in there that we not even gonna speak on. But you know what I'm saying? It should be like that sometimes though. Motherfuckers just trying to protect themselves.
Turn up on 50, you know, that you got to be careful what you put out.
But 50 doesn't do karma. He clapped back instantly on IG with a picture of Marlon and his character from White Chicks, telling him to keep his name out of his mouth in the caption. Surprisingly, Marlon did the exact opposite. He clapped back by sharing a photo.
Bro, this is crazy, bro. This really his head, though. Like, they ain't try to make it smaller or nothing. 50 Cent got mad connections. So if somebody from Diddy can't reach out to him and told him that they had all Diddy's secret tapes and 50 cashed them out and brought all that shit, facts. That's his shit at that point. He could do what he want to do with it. That's it. Simple as that. Real spit, no cat.
Photo of 50 on the movie poster for the film 12 Years a Slave, along with the caption, "Now let's think about this 50." And that's when Fifth brought out the big guns. He roasted Marlon with a clip of the comedian talking about attending Diddy parties, the same parties everyone knows weren't by.
Just seeing this alone right here, bro, should have already told you, like, they was taking him down. Look how the eye contact on him like that. And then they probably like, yo, nobody will even know what we doing right now. You know what I'm saying? This Busta Rhymes, yo, this is crazy, gang. Look at this pic.
Bible study.
All white booty Diddy parties.
Those aren't the type of parties that I go to. I don't frequent those type of parties, and even if I go, like I said, been doing Diddy parties for 15 years, and I must say you never.
15 years, and I must say, never let me down, Puff. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Good times, people. Damn, he defended that shit crazy.
Let me down, Puff. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Good times, people. I've never seen any of this. When I hear about it, when did that happen?
Yo, this is a good clip.
And well, that's when Marlon flipped the switch. He jumped online explaining that he wasn't defending Diddy at all.
This was to protect the rest of his career, because I ain't gonna lie, he been doing a lot more than he been doing in a long time. So I can see that. Plenty of people have been to that man's parties over the years, but it's been stated by many people who attended those parties that they didn't stay for the freak shit. And that's true facts. Relaxation by Jason, that's real facts. This is my first time here. Excellent videos. Truth being exposed. Appreciate you, Salmar, Priest of Miami. Going on.
So I'm gonna make it abundant.
But we forgot about Ashton Kutcher. Oh yeah, he was involved in a lot of heavy parties. Supposedly he left the country once he did, he got locked up. Wow.
Clear. I'm not here defending Diddy. I am here because I got dragged into this because somebody asked me a question.
And I gave my
had an
opinion.
He took out a page from Ja Rule's playbook and brought up Fifth's violent past to flip the narrative. For the record, I don't condone any abuse of women, period. He wrote, unlike some people who have a track.
Oh, Marlon Wayans and Ja Rule teamed up. Crazy. They teamed up. Freaky old people stuff. Yeah, bro, freaky ass, granny butts. They like, no, it's crazy. It's because the older ones, they want to freak on all the young kids, young dudes, not even young chicks. Like, crazy. They didn't stay for the freak shit, but they knew about it. Of course, because somebody probably gave them a heads up. Like, yo, you already know what's about to happen, right? But like, I'm already knowing. They just switched out the champagne bottles for baby oil bottles.
Track record of domestic violence. I got 5 sisters and a mother I honor. I rep yes always. Don't let anyone create narratives. Marlon Lamont Wayans is an exceptional man. Good day, Curtis. And well, that's when Fifth got personal too. He posted a video of Marlon blowing a kiss with a pride flag on his face, along with the caption, "This punk blowing kisses to Diddy." Now Marlon didn't take that lying down. He took another page out of Ja Rule's book, posting an AI image.
P. Diddy is nasty, but 50 can be too much at times. Why? Because it was just so broad and right there in people's face, like straight up. That happens sometimes. What are your thoughts talking about? Ain't talking about this shit. Marlon, just for the record, bro. I think this was AI.
Image of Diddy and Fifth together in a tub, along with the caption, Ja Rule's book, posting an AI image of Diddy and Fifth together in a tub, along with the caption, "Just for the record." Bro, let's correct the narratives, Curtis. Rub-a-dub-dub, stop. And that right there was
I don't respect somebody that's going to troll with AI, bro. You can't troll with your natural self, then that's not even it, bro. Forget race. Wrong is wrong. You will perish for protecting people doing wrong. Facts. Simple as that. That's why I keep trying to tell these fucking weirdos that come here like, oh, you're a black man, turn down a black man. You're no better than 50. Bitch, fuck you. Respect from Dutchess Country, upstate New York. Used to live in Mount Vernon, New York, where P. Diddy is from. So you know P. Diddy like really well. Like you was probably, you knew him before he became like this big person.
Marlon's biggest mistake, because if there's one thing Fifth hates more than anything, it's being placed in the same category as Diddy. And so he hit back with another IG post, this time with the
So he got this fool trying to get at me. Oh, no AI. That's your vibe, boy. Keep my name out your mouth.
caption, "Diddy got this fool trying to get at me, LOL. No AI, that's your vibe, boy. Keep my name out of your mouth." But that's just the tip of the iceberg.
I'm down on my luck, she's turning a page. I'm falling in love, she's running away.
According to insiders close to Fifth, that last post was a warning to Marlon. He's planning to check Marlon in the biggest way possible by leaking his freak-off tape from Diddy's parties after all the disrespect. And that's why Marlon's scrambling. He's going around claiming he attended the parties, but he left before things got freaky.
Marlon, you been to the Hollywood party. What's going on at these Hollywood parties?
I left early.
But no one's buying that explanation.
I left early. He had that answer ready in the fucking chamber. Prow! How 2 quarters get shot 9 times with a bird in the trunk and he got on the street? That's the question. Because, bro, if you're not paying attention and you thinking you running the city and you think you this big bad Tony, you gonna leave yourself like a dickhead. You know what I'm saying?
One person wrote, based
You literally gonna leave yourself out like a dickhead.
on the news that Puffy beat his college girlfriend in front of the dorms with a belt, I find it hard to believe he didn't know anything about Diddy's behavior. He might have left because he knew Diddy was crazy. Besides, there have been rumors about Marlon being on the DL since forever. Multiple people from inside his inner circle have stepped and spoken about.
That's crazy. Same-sex encounters.
About him getting into bed with other men. In fact, this one Twitter user found proof of Marlon being in a relationship with 4 different male partners between 1998 and 2023. One of Wayne's bodyguards even talked about arranging discreet hotel suites in Atlanta, Miami, and Las Vegas for male guests. And get this, Marlon used to specifically request for no female staff at the door. Then there's Marlon's behavior.
No female staffs at the door. That's crazy. Yeah, Ashton Kutcher. Yeah, we was already talking about that from the beginning. We wasn't even trying to forget. You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy.
Like this one time he got zesty during a live stream with Kai Cenat. Not to mention, Marlon's always been supportive of the LGBTQ community.
Yup, because his sister is a dyke. I mean, his daughter or some shit like that. If I'm not mistaken.
Most people believe it's because of his trans son, but experts believe he's got other.
Yeah, I believe Marlon should have stayed out of it too, but it's like at the same time, it's things that he probably didn't want out about himself too in this. This is another motherfucker. Like, this is the 8th person that we can actually say that was probably left out of it, and you know, it might be a rap for him.
Got other reasons. This one time, Marlon was asked if he's ever been with a man, and here's what he had to say.
Yes. I just have to ask you, have you ever been with a man? No,
I've never been with a man! You know what's funny is people always ask me, like, if I'm gay or Sean gay. I'm like, dude, let me tell you something. If I was gay, I'd be the biggest queen you ever saw.
But his rambling answer didn't exactly convince people. One person wrote, normally when people give long-ass explanations to a question, 9 times out of 10 they lying.
Yup, that's fact. He gave a long-ass question. He gayer than that. Yeah, for sure. You said you think that's AI? See, I don't know, bro. This is where it gets to the point in time where we really don't even know if what shit is AI or not anymore. You know what I mean? This shit is crazy.
LOL. There was also the
First he friends with May. We are and enemies 2 quarters. Why you keep saying 2 quarters, bro?
this blind item about a rapper being on the DL back in 2005. This unmarried rapper is more appreciated for his looks than his music. Considered a playboy to the public, he harbors a deep secret. He is bisexual. When he first got into the rap game, it was women only. Slowly but surely, he got turned out by fame, orgies, parties, a few drugs. Moderate success. He became experimental, then bi-curious, and now he is a down-low brother. He used to keep a tight grip on his business until recently. Rappers in the industry are warning their female friends, stay away from him. On the down-low circuit, he is known as a bottom. The down-low brothers have nicknamed him wide receiver. And
what the fuck? Nicknamed him wide receiver? Does he catch them all? They nicknamed his butthole Odell Beckham?
Back then, most people
named it Randy Moss.
People thought it was allegedly about Omar Epps and Marlon Wayans, which makes sense since the two have been suspended.
Now you know. Now you fucking know. When they pull up the pictures, that's what really catch your ass off guard. No Diddy. You literally catch your ass off guard. Look, bro, if any of my homies put their arm around me, bro, they not pinning, dude. We not pinning head to head, bro. We not going head to head, and I'm not holding your hand. I'm not holding your hand. You're not paying your temple to me, bro. You're not. You're just not. I'm sorry. I'd have been like, Marlon, like, yo, bro, like, all right, we got the arm around, like, the arm around, like, it's the arm around like this. It's not the arm around. That's my baby right here. And you hold the fingertips like, this is my girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. Fuck that.
Suspiciously close. Honestly, if Marlon did move like that, it would make a lot of sense why he would be at those Diddy freak-off parties. But here's the twist. Marlon's kept a tight lid on his DL activities over the years, and he's not about to let Fifth ruin it like that, which is why he's filing the lawsuit. But newsflash, fans are with Fifth on this one. Marlon Wayans arguing with 50 Cent over this Diddy documentary describes everything wrong with the black community. Kicking a man...
Exactly. What is wrong with these people putting this shit out? What is wrong with people putting this shit out? We do not have to protect every black man. Fuck Diddy and Marlon. And if you down with Diddy, fuck you too. Why is that the narrative right now? That's a damn shame, bro.
50 Cent over this Diddy documentary describes everything wrong with the black community. Kicking a man when he's down? SMH. Diddy is not down. We don't have to protect every black man. This time I don't feel bad for Marlon Wayans. He should have mind his business and never mention 50 Cent name or said anything about that documentary. Marlon Wayans made himself look suspect. Seems as though he agreed with what Diddy did. At the end of the day, 50 and Marlon's feud is way past jokes now. Marlon's scrambling, threatening lawsuits, and the internet thinks it's because he's hiding something. Meanwhile, 50 is calm, confident, and hinting he has tapes that could end everything for Marlon. And if those freak-off receipts actually exist, Marlon isn't fighting rumors. He's fighting exposure. The only question is, does he have a plan to stop the chaos for when 5th finally pulls the trigger?
We will never know for next time on the Diddy documentaries. That was a good one right there, man. Shout out to Celeb Pop. That shit was dope. If you guys want any more of this on the content, you guys enjoying it, drop in the comments. Like, let me know what else you guys want me to check out. I'm about to get up out of here. Appreciate all you guys that pulled up. We got 76 people in the fucking chat. Wow, that's fucking crazy. Just smash that like button if you guys want more of this content. We'll probably come back on tomorrow. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Thanks, y'all. Have a good one. Take care. Much love, Miss Mama. Bye.